What's up, everybody? I'm sitting there playing with the not playing with the light. Those guys, see those guys? I put a hat on top of the light, but you know what happened? That light just bent around. It came out anyways, doing its own thing. Them guys. What's up, everybody? I'll wait for y'all to get up in here. Cheers. Double rainbows. If anybody has any videos on double rainbows, I want to see them. I don't know. I was intrigued, really intrigued by the double rainbow video I shot. So it says no one's here. I'll just keep talking to myself until you guys show up. Smash that thumbs up. The double rainbow video you guys got me the other day, if you would have seen what got me out there, I didn't mean to go out there at that time. Sandy was acting a fool, and I think she led me to that double rainbow. I saw it, I was like, oh shit, oh shit. So I'm very intrigued by the double rainbow. Anybody got any footage of somebody else's double rainbow? I'd like to see that too. There's something to it. But when I tell you that rainbow that I filmed got murked, you could see them blowing, you could see them just destroying it. And I think it has everything to do with the promise from God. Great night for a check.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Hi, Jim. Thanks for hanging out with me the other day during my live stream. Hi, Shanna Honey. Hi, Mike 5D.
Whoa,
what?
Almost stepped on Sandy.
Okay. Wait, Sandy. Did you make the steak that quick? Oh, my God. Here, let me get you out of the way.
Hello, everybody.
Say hi to Mark. Now look at those crazy guys right there. Ooh.
There's Dr. E's fish flies.
Now they're over here on this side right there. That's crazy. All right, Shanahoni, if you want to join, I'll go ahead and leave you the oh, I know, right? Chris says let's invite 80 people that cut from Riz's chat. We were it came unplugged from the wall. We were in Riz's chat and I got cut. Like I saw people in the stream saying that the screen went to black and they couldn't hear. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, maybe they have a bad connection. And it did the same thing to me. All of a sudden, the screen just went to black and I couldn't get back in. I tried to get back in a few minutes ago, couldn't get back in. So shouts out to Riz. I've never been like blacked out from it. Look at this mess around me. Can we talk about these guys? What about these guys? I don't think I can control them. And who else? Camille Rose. Hello, dear. I know, right? And they're manifesting more over here than usual. I don't know. Maybe they like me. What's up, Cooking? Good to have you here. It's been a minute. Wait a minute. Is that the same person I think it is? All right, so I'm going to drop the link for the playlist real quick. And have you been drinking? Sadie, move out of the man's way. That had nothing to do with Sandy, right? Just sit where you are. There you go. Okay. Sorry. Stumbling and bubbling.
Talking about them bees.
Yeah. Some of us just need prayer. All right, let me drop the link real quick for the playlist here. Oh, that was funny. Oh, let me do this first. I'm going to put my, no matter how many times I put up this, they get me anyway. Every time. The, this guy. Where are you at? Oh, Lord. Going to have to wait for that one because you know what? I got to let my dang photos. I'm coming, guys. Get it together. I was going to put up the it's not even on my phone. What the heck? What the hey? I was gonna put the claim, but fortunately it has not uploaded to my phone. I mean the laptop. So that takes time. Anyway, I guess we can just go ahead and get started with the playlist. Oh, try going first. Are we okay over there? Do I need to call somebody?
What?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'm okay.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, y'all, here comes the playlist right here. And Shannon, I'm going to drop that link for you right now. Oh, I turn that down, don't I? Chris Archer channel. Oh, there goes Shannon. Shannon working overtime for me. I just love you, Shannon. No, I appreciate you, Shannon. Because, I only have two hands in the Markster, so it's a bit of a problem for me to do everything at once. I'm dropping it in the Markster's Google Hangouts. Right here it is. Anybody else in there want to jump on? Be more than welcome to. Oh, hold on. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Now I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Yep, I'll just sing to y'all. All right, Shannon, dropping it right now. Not now, but right now. Y'all check out my cover for my stream. Now, how is it that somebody just drew that picture one day, or just made that photo? Y'all see what it is, right? It is you can clearly see the structure around the sun, which I think is a portal. Go for it, Randy. Hi, Randy. I'm going to have Randy on, like, hopefully this weekend. If y'all don't know who Go For It Randy is one of my favorite people on YouTube. Hi, Julie. Been friends with him for years since I first got started. He is a professional on orbs. Like, orbs follow him around. Orbs change everything about. Hey, Randy, what do you think about what's going on behind my head? What is all of this here, Randy? I'm going to have him on very soon, next couple of days, I think. But he went over one of my videos for me because I've been concerned about the orbs that I shoot in the morning time. Now, I can go outside in the morning and I feel like I'm in the bottom of a pond. I'm being concerned about the orbs that I shoot in the morning. My ears will get clogged up and I feel like you're underneath water, and it's so eerie. But I will get orbs. I know when I feel that I'm going to get orbs everywhere. So I was wondering why they started following my camera. It's like everywhere I went, there's an orb, but it is going where I go. So it was like directing me, I thought at first. And he left me a comment. We'll go back. We'll read that comment. But basically, the orbs, the spirits, are coming through my camera. And as they do, they place the orb signature there. It's the craziest thing ever. But I feel much better that he told me that it's not, it's not mean or demonic. Here's Shanna Honey, sound like pony. Hi, Shanae.
What's up?
I love the hair. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
I do.
I love it too. It feels like so.
I know, right? Shake it, girl. I know.
It's great.
I want to say, how was your day? You can tell everybody else how your day was. You've been streaming with Mark, so I know everything.
Yeah, I had a great day, you guys. I worked, did my thing, and been chilling outside with my toes in the grass and enjoying some sunshine and water.
Well,
just.
I love the hair.
But I've switched things. Yeah, I know, it's so different, girl. It's so different.
Look at that.
I have not cut my hair in 10 years. I cut this off my. Okay.
Wow. That's how long it was?
I cut this off my hair. This.
Oh, shit.
I cut almost 2 feet off my hair.
Yeah, I did not know it was that long.
Shannon looks like a supermodel.
I haven't had a haircut in 10 years.
I did not know. All these years I've known you, I never knew it was that long. Wow.
It's always in a tiny little bun, So.
Well, it looks great. I love it.
Thanks.
But you make me want to cut mine. Like seriously, come
It feels so good.
you
It
look.
feels so good.
You can tell. I can feel it through your spirit, girl. I can feel it.
I feel light.
You got that beautiful smile. When are you gonna give me something to put on my playlist, Missy? You ain't shot the skies in a minute.
Ah.
Mm. You're so slacking. I always go to you first. Let me see what she.
I have been slacking, but I have been really busy watching other people instead. I'm still outside and I'm enjoying my own skies, but to be honest, I've had very normal skies. It's very crazy and I love it and I've just been enjoying them and I should shoot them and share them with you guys. I'm sorry.
You know, even normal skies have something to them.
Oh yes, I know. Yes.
If you shoot the normal skies, I guarantee you're gonna get the abnormal when you
I'm
look.
sorry. My nose just started like itching like crazy. I'm like, oh.
You're supposed to scratch it. If you didn't scratch
Yeah.
it, real worried. You look like bewitched.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, and I just dropped those random links just to because I saw my skies may be people that I can get their links real quick. I just dropped their links.
So
you
awesome.
know.
You are so awesome because I forget to tell everybody drop your links as you come in because I got a lot of other stuff going on in my head. Did you see? I think the first one I'm going to go ahead and play is Chris Archer did, and I don't even think this guy. I keep telling Mark that Chris did a great job, and I don't think he's seen it yet. That'll be my first one to play.
Which one?
Chris took my live stream and his video from yesterday.
I haven't seen it, but that's the video I dropped into Mark's. I dropped that into Mark's live stream because he said, "Can you drop Chris Archer's?" And that's the video I dropped was yours, the one of Chief breaking yours down. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well, let's see it. It's so hot.
Yeah, we get to see it together for the first time. Have you seen it yet?
I watched it. I had to because.
Oh, darn it! I'm not going to get your reactions.
What you're gonna miss is my stream today. You guys, Chris, I don't even know if you've seen it. Oh my God, my stream today. I mean, this guy never ceased to amaze me, ever. It never ceased to amaze me. I'm always going to see something that's just, shouldn't be there. Just on camera.
Oh, same here, girl. Even though I said my guys have been normal is never normal anyway. I don't mean when I say they're normal that's like a throwaway, whatever. I'm just saying that because, I usually only film my skies when I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to film that because it like jumps out at me. I haven't had anything that just jumped out at me lately. And so
every time I get lazy, go ahead.
It's not that I'm being lazy. It's just that I know that there's a lot of people out there making videos, and I don't want to like flood my stuff with stuff that's not. I don't know how to explain it.
You're not lazy. I'm not saying that, and I get what you're saying. I need to pay more attention to people's channels instead of my own all the time. But whenever I get that feeling like you do, like, oh, I'm not gonna shoot the sky unless I see something. You know what happens? God works through me through my dog.
You see something.
And she'll make me, for some reason, have to get up off my butt and go outside. And it's all Sandy. And every time she does it, it happened again today. I really wasn't going to go live. And I went out there and I'm like, And then all of a sudden I felt this energy. Here comes Sandy, rambunctious with the other dog. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this.
Did you go live while Mark was live?
It was phenomenal outside. I think he rated me, didn't you? You and Mike 5D?
Yeah, we rated you.
Yeah, I got rated. I was rated.
Nice.
But now I gotta find the footage because if I don't send the link out when I go live, I can't find the footage because it takes them 24 hours to upload the damn feed. So
well, they're freezing my videos now.
I heard you this afternoon. Why do you think that is? That's crazy.
Because my last live stream, I was bad mouthing YouTube hard.
They censor us, guys. And let's talk about the censoring because
I made a video. Eddie, Road Trip Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay, I went and watched a video of his, and I got that error message 400. I couldn't even hit his like button. I couldn't leave a comment, nothing. I could watch the video, but I couldn't see any of the description or nothing. And then I went to his next video in line, and it was the same way, and it was the same way. And I went to a few people's channels that was like that. So I screenshotted it. I went live, and I was like, look what YouTube is doing. YouTube won't let me hit this person. I was like, people are getting discouraged because nobody's commenting on their videos. Well, this is why, because they can't comment on them. They can't hit the thumbs up, so people think nobody's watching their crap or whatever. I was like, this is crap, and YouTube is doing this to these people to discourage them from doing whatever they're doing. And then next thing you know, my next video to upload.
Wow.
And the next one after that won't play. Neither one of them.
Man, we were on the. Excuse me, I'm smoking.
I'm pissed. So the next time I go, I'm just gonna have to start going live if I want to show my skies.
Yeah, but it just now it's taking long to upload. Remember, we used to go live. Hey, Riz, let me say something to Riz real quick. Riz, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to get in your out of your chat. I saw where everyone was typing. It's going black. They're cutting you off. They're cutting you off. And I'm in the stream too. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting cut off. I can hear y'all fine. And as soon as I said that, Shanna, it was in Riz's stream. As soon as I said that, my whole screen went completely black. For a minute, I could hear them, and then they just like diminished, just like away. And it was crazy because I saw people falling off left and right. But I was like,
I'm telling you, they are totally messing with us.
Absolutely. When it comes to truth. I mean, and they were, that's why I put in the description, you guys, I want to know what you think about the Anunnakis, because they brought up in their discussion about the, about the beings that came from heaven, and I think a lot of us are misconstrued. I think that Riz and his friend, I can forget his name, but I think they're pretty much on point. If they're not on point, they're in the right direction. So I'm curious to know about the Anunnakis too, if we're still available after the playlist. But
well, funny thing I have to tell you is that the two videos I posted were they had nothing to do with truth, but I think they were just mad at me and are doing this to me. I'm so sorry. Because those videos, one was my son's dog going and chasing golf balls, and the other one was me cutting my hair.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They had nothing to do with any kind of truth. It was just me being fun. I made some fun videos, and I just don't understand why YouTube blocked them pretty much.
Because I think they have a sense of who we are anyway. They already know what kind of damage we're going to do. I mean, all of us are dictated. Hey, CLG audio. Go ahead.
But I'm just going to go live from now on, and I'm sorry, you guys, if it's just going to be short lives, because I ain't going to stay on a long time if I just want to film a certain part of my sky, and I'm like at work, and I'm like, hey, going live for a second just to show you this. I'm going to do it. So look forward to a lot of live streams from me.
And another thing, guys, heads up on what they're doing. I'm trying to get this copy claim thing to come up. It ain't came up yet. They are say that you are streaming right from your cell device, and after you end your stream, it'll tell you how many views you had or how many people were watching. But it's shit, man. Like today, it was like 36. When it uploads, it's probably gonna say 13. There's always the same digit. It will be the digit in the 10th place. Like you have your ones, you have your tens, and always keep that digit, but it'll knock it down 10. And I think that's so wrong. That is so wrong. Oh, Riz said, I showed your picture, China, of the rainbow and the creature biting the rainbow. Yay! There's finally a channel out there beside Chief Strongbow that actually sees it. And that's exactly what he did. Hey, Giggles, it's exactly what he did. Took a bite out of the rainbow. Isn't there like a commercial or something that says
Skittles?
Yeah, take a bite out of the rainbow.
It's either Skittles or Starburst. I think it's Skittles.
And that didn't even hit me until I just read that from Riz. Like, wow.
I want to say real quick to howdy to Camo Rose, Citizen of Gotham, my Skies 5D, Chris Archer, Giggles, the Markster, Julie Marvin, Riz. A lot of people have said hi to me, Audio, Skywatcher, and I just felt bad I hadn't got to say hi to him. I'm sorry.
No,
I apologize if I missed anybody. I think when I first came in, I already said hi to Tim Jim.
I'm going to stop screen share just for a minute.
And Randy. Go for it, Randy.
Randy, do you know who that is? Do you remember?
No.
Go for it, Randy. Oh my God, everybody. I always say go like and subscribe to everybody's channel. Go for it, Randy. Will you drop your link? He is he's incredible when it comes to orbs. They have followed him around all his life. I mean, literally, they have been a part of his life all his life. So with which you're not caught up on my videos either. I don't think the other morning when I went out there and shot, there were orbs that were kind of stuck to my camera. Like, I mean, they would. I'm like, was this thing just stuck? But it happens all the time. So he broke down to me exactly what it is, and I want to show it. I'm going to screenshot it and show it after we do the playlist. Go ahead, finish. Sorry, I love Randy.
Oh, I'm done talking, girl. You go ahead, get to it. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, when I get back, I want to talk about
Oh,
Anunnaki.
Chris
But-
Archer said, "Taste the rainbow." That's what it said.
Taste the rainbow. They meant that
What-
shit literally, people.
Oh,
Have you seen the video? I have it. I have it here. But I want to show Chris's first. Okay. And I need for you to get outside tomorrow, Missy. I don't know why I'm supposed to tell you that. Hi, Giggles. If you want to jump on,
I need to get outside.
yeah, you need to get out and film tomorrow.
I've been outside for the past all week. I've been out all week. I've had beautiful puffy clouds. Oh no, I have to work tomorrow all day, and I have to work all day Friday, and then I got a funeral on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. By the way, so sorry.
Thank you.
Start.
For those of you who don't know, my uncle passed away. So, my uncle-in-law, my husband's uncle, passed away.
You know what? I just so think when somebody passes away now, it's a blessing. Like I know.
I'm the same way.
Sin. When we pass, we should rejoice. You know,
Girl, to be honest, I haven't even shed a tear.
Chris said shorten. You want me to shorten your video? Okay. Shorten it. I will do. All right, let me get back over there. So
The
sorry.
link you want is in Hangouts.
The link that I want for Giggles?
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll grab that link in just a minute. Giggles, thank you for letting me use your material. You guys, if y'all don't know who Giggles is, she's the other half of us truthers, the ones who, you know, we don't really focus on
Thank you, Chris.
the shots and you know, really how we're being manipulated by the government. She's the other half of us, so everybody should go like and subscribe to everybody in the Chitty Chat.
Yes, Giggles, post your links, sister. Everybody post your links.
All right, here we go, guys. This is Chris Archer, aka Chief Strongbow, and he dropped this yesterday. It is Markster's and hold on, mine and Markster's videos from yesterday. It's my live stream and Mark's video. And you want
And
me
this is of the rainbow.
No, the rainbow I'm going to show next. Chris told me to shorten this, so I guess we can have time to do that. So that's what we'll do. Thanks, Chris. I'm going to show a little bit at the beginning of what he did with Markster's, and then I'll go to the end what he did with mine. It'll blow your mind. Did my screen go black? Wait a minute. Is that my phone or your phone?
That's your
Oh, I ain't worried about mine. As long as you can see it. You can still see it, right?
Camo Rose cannot post links. I didn't know if you knew this, but she's not a mod.
Well, she needs to be a mod. I'll get in the phone and make her one right now. Hi, Camo.
And I don't think that what's his name was either the Randy.
Oh, Randy. Why isn't Randy a mod? Thank you, Sandy. I'm Sandy. I was about to call you. Thank you, Shanna.
Thank you, Sandy. That's my mom's name.
Let me take the banner down. Let me take down that banner. There we go. As long as my 18 and up is on. All right. That being said, guess what we're about to do?
Get it.
Get it. Oops, since I figure out what the hell I'm doing here. All right, and he called this a serpent tails and dragons, scales in the sky, 18 and up. Let's get it, Chris Archer.
Let's get it.
Chris Archer.
Otherwise known as Chief Strongbow.
Chief Strongbow in the house.
Let me do, I think it was better. It did take him long.
This is our backyard. I love our backyard.
Every night and night. Now that I'm rocking all out there, everything's alright.
What I'll do, what I'm going to do, guys, is show you the before, and then I'm going to jump to the after. That's what Chris does.
I have to say, I love the song he picked for this.
I know.
Don't you know that you are a shooting star?
Yes, girl.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Well, Johnny told his mama, hey, mama, I'm going away. I'm gonna hit the big time. I'm gonna be a big star someday. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. God is a don't cry, mama. Smile and wave goodbye. Don't you know? Everybody wave.
That's a huge bird or something. Like its wings are spread out.
I have to say this. Markster is a pointer.
Markster is a pointer, and he even said in this video, said, Shannon, don't say something about my finger.
Oh,
And I was like, I had to. I was like, you know what? You know you're a true sky watcher when you start pointing stuff out.
absolutely. People are like, what is she pointing at? We'll watch the video and we'll see. And I want to shout out to Audio Skywatcher. I was watching one of his videos yesterday, and he likes to change his voices. Like, when, he was like, he went to a chipmunk voice, and he said, China's got me hooked on the lens flares. It was in a chipmunk voice. Shouts out to Auto. Let's get it. Audio, not Auto, Tammy. Damn. All right, so we'll skip. Don't you know? Incredible. That's your footage.
That's my footage.
It's your footage.
Look at that.
Oh, it gets
Ooh.
better. Oh, y'all have to see my one from today, though. My God. That's the link. The link where you go around today. That link. Just like home. I'm going to skip a little bit. Make it more.
La, 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 la. I hadn't heard this song in a long time.
Welcome to the Mod Scott cameo.
I did make a Sky video not that long ago, but YouTube turned my comments off.
Wow.
Oh crap, my son just got home.
You can pause if you need to.
I'm probably gonna have to just mute myself, but I'll be here.
Okay, babe. Randy, where'd you go? I'm trying to make it mod. I love this song.
I do too.
This is still your footage, Mark.
Chief always picks the best songs, man.
Are you getting these from YouTube, Chris?
He can't be getting these songs from YouTube.
I don't see him getting no claims either. What are your history? Yes. I'm going to skip a little forward, y'all.
Look at the pointer.
I can put it in the playlist. Alright, I'm skipping a little bit. This is me, I think, right here.
Find your way back. Find your way back to home. Find your way back.
There, go.
Find your way back to home.
My live stream is uploading.
It might take forever. Sorry, I'm skipping y'all, so it won't take so long.
Find your way back to home. Find your way back. Find your way back to home.
You know what, Revealing Unknown, that's the second time you've done that. China, you can remove my video so others can play theirs. No, no, and no. You're just as important as all of us. It'll get played. This is on my time, and people can sit back and relax and watch it tomorrow if they need be. Revealing, I would never remove your videos from any playlist. You understand? All right, let's get it. Man, this right here was a huge face. I'm telling you, this thing right here was so, you can still see eye socket here, his nose, his mouth fragment. Boy.
Best thing you ever had.
Thank you. There you go, sir. Here you go, Markster. Oh, I just read a comment. Are you talking to me, 5D? Your videos are valid through, and then all the emojis, your spiritual eyes are wide open. Oh, I like to think so. I just feel so good about it. I want to talk spiritual, y'all, but I'll start crying. But I really think I have a connection with our skies, whether it be by the grace of God or the Holy Spirit. I have it, and I know I'm followed by the spirit of discernment. Absolutely. I didn't even know there was a spirit for discernment. Welcome to the Mars Black Cooking. Oh, I know you do, Mike. All right, so we're going to skip on a little bit. Do y'all not see this? Look, this eye. There's an eye. This thing is huge. That would be his nose. His face is right over my head.
Oh, that looks like the guy off that movie, the freaking, what is that movie? Oh, Pan's Labyrinth.
It's funny that you say Labyrinth. I was doing some research this morning. And actually, I was researching till I went to sleep on the Labyrinth. Sure was. I didn't even know it existed at all.
Oh, by the way, I posted a link to my video.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and add it to the playlist. Oh, Shanna, baby, you have made for kids on your videos.
It asked me, it prompted me, but when I went live, and I accidentally hit the wrong one, and I couldn't reverse it.
Oh, well, you need probably a desktop or a laptop to do that, maybe.
I can't change it. It won't let me.
Yeah, well, it won't let me add your video to my playlist because you're under the guidance of 18 and under.
Oh my God. I got to
We
figure out
can
how to
play it
change
though.
that.
What we can do is you
Put a disclaimer on there.
Oh,
yeah,
hang on.
well, she can, but we'll figure out a way to get it up. If people, we can just press on the link there, and I can play it straight from YouTube. It don't have to be on my. It just won't allow me to add it to my list. I can still play it.
To waste my time.
I can go, I think, into the studio and change that setting.
Go ahead, babe.
I don't.
You really need to do that because if not, all your videos are going to come out 18 and under, and it only gets viewed certain places, and I can't share it.
You can share it, you just can't put it on your list.
To share it, yeah. Go try to.
And if you play it, will it screw with your? Will it mess
I'll
with
be able
you?
to go to YouTube and do it. I just can't add it to my list because it's inappropriate for kids.
But it's not. It's just the sky.
I know. You accidentally hit pushing buttons.
Yeah. Well, they've never asked me that before, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, which one am I supposed to hit?" And it's tiny on my phone anyway. The choice.
Yeah.
Ugh. Butterfingers.
Take a breath. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
My rainbow's coming up next. Look at this huge face, though, y'all. What would you do if you saw a face like that in real life? I mean, look how big. Chris Archer, you are a freaking genius. You are a genius.
Yes, he is. We have a lot of geniuses in our sky watching community.
Yes, we do. And I think Riz fits right on in with us. Like perfect.
And audio sky watcher, revealing unknown.
All of us.
My Sky's 5D. Man, we really have an amazing sky watching bunch.
Yep. Right here is part of the video where I said before Chris did this, it looked like Trump back in the day when Trump was on that show. You're fired. You know his I forget the name of the show, but he used to twist his mustache. Do you remember that? Shanna, honey.
Who twisted their? Who twisted their?
When Trump used to have a television show back in the day, he used to have this show. I think it was called The Apprentice. That's what it was. It was called The Apprentice. And during The Apprentice, when he would fire them, he had this long mustache, and he would always twist it like this, and be like, "You're fired." You know.
I do not remember Trump ever having a mustache.
Yes, he used to have a long. Am I tripping?
No, you're tripping.
No, I'm not tripping.
Are you Mandela affected?
He used to have a mustache.
He never had a mustache.
Am I tripping, y'all? I might be tripping, but if I'm tripping,
if anybody in the chat remembers Trump having a mustache, put a 1. If you don't remember, put a 2.
He used to twist it in and be like, "You're fired."
Dodge, did Trump ever have a mustache?
Anybody, let me know.
He's like, "Mama, I'm 21.
On The Apprentice, when he had that show, he had audio says tripping.
Yeah, I say tripping because he never had a mustache ever in his whole life. Even in Home Alone, he didn't have a mustache. He's never had a mustache.
Okay, there has to be somebody in my world that had a mustache and twisted in and said, "You're fired."
I'm trying to think. There may be somebody. I remember somebody twisting their mustache.
Maybe
but not Trump. Not Trump. Everybody's like, no.
Yeah, I see that now. No. All right, my bad. But damn it, there was somebody who had a mustache.
Okay, now who was it? Anybody have the answer? Who did have a mustache that they like to twist their mustache?
And say, "You're fired." I've only had one of these, I promise. All right, let's get back. I'm just saying. That's what
Hello, Paula.
Anyway, Paula, hi, dear. And in this, let me get back over here. Right here is where, okay, this is the face. Look how big this face is, Shanae.
Oh my gosh, it's
That's
huge.
the skull of the
And
face.
I see two faces. That face, that big one, and then there's a profile looking to the right. And
Oh,
the
here.
dark cloud, see that dark cloud in the middle of the light to the right? It's like right in the middle of the right screen. That's like the nostril. No, the right screen, not your left.
This
Your
is
right.
my right's over here.
Okay,
That's my left.
that 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 right there, that little dark area, that's the nostril, and the right eye to the skull is the left eye to that. Oh, there's a whole nother profile there. And
Yeah.
the lips are at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying that this looked like a mustache, and in the video I go, "That looks like Trump's mustache. You're fired." So I don't know where I got that from, but let me ride with it. Let's get it.
Just don't let her see that comment.
No, I believe. Shut up, Mark. I believe this. You see the dark areas where Chief is doing his autoing, right? I believe the darker the mark, to me, is where it's transfusion, where it's taken life, like vessels, like your blood vessels. They would appear darker the more they came through, and I truly believe that there's some kind of life form going on. The darker, when he saturates it like he does, it wouldn't take place there if it didn't have some kind of physical alteration. I sound
Well,
crazy.
China, when your blood is carrying oxygen to parts of your body, the veins are blue, a very dark blue. And when they have delivered the oxygen coming back to the heart, they are red.
I thought I was under the assumption that it is green up under our skin only until it meets oxygen. Once it meets oxygen, it turns red.
No, it is, your veins are blue, a dark blue. So that means there's the life. The life giving is going away when your veins look blue. That's the veins that are carrying oxygen to your body. And
Uh-huh.
so that's giving life to your body. And when it's coming back, it's empty, has nothing in it to give.
That is a very valid point. I love
So
you.
what you're saying is that it's dark. It's
Uh-huh.
like carrying the oxygen. It's like, I
Right.
don't know. When you said that, I just thought about veins in our body, and I was thinking the
Yeah, it
blue.
makes me believe that they're manifesting into a physical matter here. Like the darker, like this would be blood flow to me. You understand what I'm saying? The reasoning for the colors in our sky. And plasma. I don't know how I feel about that plasma. I really think that might be bloodshed.
I, oh, like donating plasma.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about that plasma. I'm talking about. Ooh, but you just brought up a valid point. You made me think about something. They call in our skies when our skies turn red, right? Whenever they turn that red, that orange, everybody says that that's plasma. But now that I think about it,
Why are we donating plasma to people? They taking the plasma out of our body. What are they doing with it?
and then our blood platelets. Like I've been doing some research on that too. Since our one of our roommates here he just got out of the hospital. He almost had gangrene and Mercer. Like I had Mercer. His leg is like, but I look at his leg. I know this is gonna sound crazy, people. I really don't care. But as
I know. I don't even care anymore.
I look at his leg, I look at the discoloration, I look at the infection. I don't know why I didn't do it when my leg was infected, but I look at the sky is the same way. It's kind of an infectious. I don't know. Our skin turns a certain color, like gangrene. It'll turn green because there's an infectious. Because you lose blood supply because the infection is taken over. Jaundice, yellow jaundice. I think that has a lot to go with if you connect the two. It has a lot to do with what's going on in the colors in our skies. Today, I saw the most vibrant yellow I've never seen before, ever, 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 in my whole years on YouTube. Never seen this vibrant. It was indulging, though. You understand? It was so inviting and warm, but at the same time, I came in and then I went to smoke the joint with them, and then I was looking at his leg like that looks a lot like our sky. Seriously, infectious, if you will. It's like a wound that's just being infected and aborted with the. Is that the right word? Abort. See all these words come to my head, God, and I don't know how to enunciate.
And why are these words coming to your head that are like all kind of ugh? You know?
Scrambled. But it's like an infectious thing going on above us, but it's manifesting, guys. I mean,
Everything is organic. Everything is the same. Everything's living.
yeah, including our darn sky. And I think that Chief Strongbow clearly says it and shows us right here. People, you got to understand that when we break down these videos, well, me, I know for a fact. Hi, Paula. Paul. No, that's Paul. Hi, Paul. When we break down the videos, we don't add.
Oh, my bad. I said Paula too.
I know, right? Oops.
I don't know why.
Jinx, you owe me a Pepsi. When we break down
Hello,
these videos,
Paul.
the colors are already there. You know, Chief or I or anybody else that does this, they don't go. You don't go in and say, I'm going to add some purple to this. I'm going to add some red to this. I'm going to add some green. All we are doing is taking away the contrast or adding contrast.
Which brings out the color that's already there.
Exactly. We don't add color. I've had people over the years come back to me and be like, well, if you wouldn't do it. Well, Shanna, you was one of them people back in the day. It was like, well, you shouldn't.
Oh, yeah. I was pissed. I remember when Chief first did one of my videos, I remember telling him, or it may, I don't think it was Chief. I think
it
was
Chief.
It was
Chief.
It was, I think it was Butterbud.
No,
the first one.
Chief. It was Chief.
Okay. And I was like, I like it natural. I mean, I don't mind it being broke down. At the time I was like, I don't mind it being broke down, but I want people to see the original, because that way they know what it was. And then they can see for themselves what's really there, because the video is showing what I see, but I don't know how to explain how I felt.
Explain how you got over that deception. Like, because I remember that it was a video that Chris did, and you came back. You were in the chat room actually, and you was like, you don't think it's fair the fact that we alter them, or you wanted to see Chris. Exactly what did she say? Because I know, because Chris came to me afterwards. He was like, Shanna, da 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 da. I was like, she'll come around, and you did come around.
And I can't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I just remember, the fact that, it was helping other people see what I actually saw, because I could see the comments and people could see what I was really seeing. But I don't know if I just felt like, I don't even know how to explain how I felt, to be honest.
I just got $10 from Revealing. It's been I forget about that money sign. I do. It just totally slips my mind sometimes. And
for the cause, Revealing, you're awesome.
Thank you. I forget about that damn money sign. I do all the time. And YouTube is constantly emailing me talking about, well, there are certain tactics you take to get money. I'm like, who does that?
That's interesting that Chris said she was right. It made me put the original in my videos now.
And you do, but you do, Chris. But he
used to not.
Yeah. And you know what? She fell off. She fell off the map. Thank you so much for Revealing. That is much appreciated. You have no idea. And YouTube, I'm playing with them about these ads. Like, okay, if I get an ad, then you're going to take money from me. What is this? Oh, it's not mine. And then I'll have like 40 something dollars in my YouTube account, whatever. And then the next day it'll be $40. Something I'm getting confused about the ads or what to do. I'm just doing my best. That's why I'm sorry, guys. But Chief Strongbow told me, you know what? Let them watch the commercials. They're only like 5 seconds. So I've been doing that. The money's still not coming in though. But I got paid from YouTube twice. And I think it all came from people contributing here. So thank you, Revealing. It is much respected and much needed. But that's what we do. All right, what we're going to do is I'm going to finish this video and I'm going to show you the rainbow video real quick. Shanna Honey, where'd you go? I'm muted. Shanna says I'm muted. How am I muted? I'm not muted. Am I muted? I'm not muted. Shanna, Honey, keeping it real says I can hear China just fine. Here we go again. You were muted, Missy.
Because I was in YouTube. If I hang out on YouTube too long, it drops me out of StreamYards, and I was like, and I have to turn when I'm in StreamYards. I'm watching in YouTube, but I turn YouTube all the way down, And so I was like, "You're muted."
I know
I
when
didn't
you said
realize.
that, I was like, oh my God, I'm muted already.
I didn't realize I had dropped out of StreamYards. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I started freaking out.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Here's the ending, guys. This is phenomenal. Again, with this dark blue.
Yeah,
It's
Mark, YouTube doesn't like me.
It's like we are watching, literally, it's like we're watching Are you kidding me? It's like we're watching manifestation.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, look.
You're
Can
watching.
you rewind that for? Look at that Y area.
If you
That Y area looks like a bird, China.
You know, I mean, that's what I feel like. Sometimes I'm watching an ultrasound. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but I see veins, I see muscles, I see.
Do you see that big bird?
I believe we're truly watching the manifestation of something being born, or some things being born. I cut down the sound. I'm sorry. See, look at that blue. You just can't deny that, guys. Can't deny it. Oh, Lord. Oh, coming up right now, I guess. Audio, Skywatcher. What happened to my sound? I mean, what happened to my sound? Hi, Native. Yeah, welcome to the machines. Beth and Butterbud play that song often. All right, hold on. Let me fix the sound. I don't know what happened to the sound, but this is so important for y'all to hear, because this is another process of people growing when they see things. And I love audio in this video because what gets me, I know all of us have our own get me kind of thing. What gets me with people in their videos is when they can't believe what they're seeing and they show their emotions. You know, that to me is significant. That to me is a game changer, because in this video, I truly believe, audio, that he's not reluctant to anything. He's like, whoa, did you see this? And I like how he calls them sky balls. I didn't know what sky balls meant until now. I just think this video is phenomenal, and I think he expresses himself very well. And lo and behold, I can't hear the damn thing. Let me get back over here and see what's wrong with my volume. Volume's up there. My volume's up here. I don't know. Will you turn off that fan for me, Mark? Let me see if I can hear it then. Let's go. Now we should be able to hear it.
It's picking up. I could see him. This one over here is huge.
This is where he goes to his chipmunk voice.
Who is this? Hey, I don't know why I'm. Can you hear me?
I can. This is audio.
I wasn't sure if my mic was working. I went and restarted my phone.
It's working fine. He's in
Okay.
a chipmunk voice, guys. He's in a chipmunk voice. I love this.
Got mad footage to go over. I got some killer skyballs footage.
And he did it because I don't know why he did it, but he was in his normal voice at first. All of a sudden, it goes to chipmunk. And he's gonna say at one point, China's got me looking at the lens flares in a chipmunk voice. It's so cute.
See if I got lower exposures. I don't know what's going on. Cannot get it. That's just normal default. There is something. I can see it again. Look at them. The orbs. Underneath the sun. The sun's trying to come back out again.
And let me tell you, audio, you saw the same thing I just saw about a week ago. I saw a, Shanna, when I tell you I saw this ball of what looked to be fire, I mean, it looked to be fire, but the sun's like over here, right? And then out of a tunnel, like these blowing tubes that these machines have, it just rolled on out and it just sat there. It looked like the sun, but it wasn't. This is when I was like, oh my God, I really just saw two suns. Excuse me, or what's supposed to be a sun, but it rolled out of a tunnel and it set, and the other sun was down here. I think that he's seeing the same thing here. Let's go see. I'm telling you,
Wow.
this is crazy. Is this where they started coming out with two suns all of a sudden? They let us know a long time ago. It's very possible you see two suns. All of a sudden, people.
How old is this video?
This is August the 4th.
Oh, so it was just the other day.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's get.
That's crazy. I'm in this tree so I can see. What's the game for a minute. I didn't film it so much today. I just been feeling compelled to. This is crazy. Almost looks like there's a moon's on top of all that. No, it's not.
Thank you, keeping it real. Aw. I'm going to show that next. Are you hearing that? Is that you, Shanna? Mute for a minute, Shanna.
I'm not around everything. This is getting a little bit weird. I wish I would break my leg on this hillside. I'm zoomed in all the way. I can't zoom in anymore. I'm not going to try to alter this. That stuff on the left isn't the sun. The sun's over. Oh, come on. The sun's above those little red balls. This is looking bizarro.
Bizarro.
Okay, I muted. Was it me? My son's playing his game, so that could be it, or watching a video or something.
Yeah, it was you.
All right, I'll mute.
Right is the sun. Right there on the bottom. I don't think it's it. That's not it. Oh, let's see.
His son's right here.
I took my sunglasses off. That looks like it looks in the camera.
Zoom in on it so we could see a little bit what's going on. But look at that weird lens flare on my garage. See? I'm going to zoom in. Oh, yeah. Wow, naked bright.
To me, it's like people don't get how it is damn near impossible for clouds to be behind the sun. They've already accepted it. It's like null and void now. But for your sun to light up only certain areas, reflect off of like this, that's people. I just don't know why they don't get it.
It means it's got to be really close.
Exactly.
Lens flare.
China got me stuck looking at my lens flares.
He said China got me stuck on those lens flares. He's so silly. But truly, look at the lens flares. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, the lens flare looks very, very strange.
And you see, this right here is what I'm talking about. Right here is where the ball is like just coming out of that light. And his sun is right here.
Weird. some reason, my tablet hasn't been letting me record in 4K. It's only giving me 1080p. I think it might have something to do with the zooming.
I mean, let's look at his lens flare. Here's his lens flare, y'all. And Planet X! I'm so sick of Planet X. But yeah, it's definitely something there.
But, whatever. Yes, it is. That looks weird.
Look at the weird lens flare.
Look at his lens. For real, y'all, look at his lens flare. It's wicked.
It's like it's reflecting the reflection of the sun on that cloud. It's not reflecting the sun. That is weird. Because usually it usually only reflects the sun because the sun is the brightest thing. But that cloud, I think, is closer and it's lighting it up. I don't know. That's just weird. And it's the lens flare is the flare from the cloud.
Well, it is lighting up the clouds. That's what I'm saying. Are some of them hyperactive or they regenerate the light somehow? I don't know, but I never knew back in the day where our sun lit up anything but itself.
Well, and look at that. You see that split?
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That split
That's the same cloud. That's the same cloud.
I'm waiting for somebody to come out with a video on the split.
I don't know.
One that just sees this split, you know, now you see it, but it's there, people. It is very prominent. It is there. There's a splitting in our skies, and it reminds me of the Pope's throne. It just does.
Girl, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. I don't know if you're gonna play that video of my live, but
I'm doing the rainbow next, so you got to watch that one, then go to bed.
Oh yeah, the rainbow one is awesome.
Yeah, let's do that one next, and you can go Betty bye. I'm gonna complete this playlist. People can watch it tomorrow.
But I don't even remember what my live video was about, girl. I don't. I just know I went live because I was like, I knew I wanted to record it longer than what I would want to upload. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
If I only want to record for like a minute, I don't mind just recording and uploading, but I can't even do that now, apparently. YouTube locks them.
Shanna, do not let YouTube get you. You go around them every single time they try to get you.
That's why I'm gonna start going live every time, because at least I know I can still upload live. I think. I don't know. I haven't even tried. Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
Mm-hmm. You've got to go see mine from today. I put it on the playlist. Let me drop the playlist again, y'all. Mine from today. Actually, I'll drop it. I'll just drop it. This is my live stream from the day. Chris Archer, I'm telling you, you're going to want to see this one. This guy's got S5D. He was there, man. It got like just weird. Every day it gets weirder.
Well, see, I don't think anybody's seen the video that I did live, because since I accidentally said it for children, it's like,
yeah,
it's not out there. So I don't even know if anybody's seen it.
I have it. I just dropped the link in the chat room for my upload today. And today I saw some colors, Shanna, that I've never seen before.
What would you say the color was?
Oh, like a fuchsia yellow?
Really?
Very fuchsia.
Like a tennis ball?
No. A fuchsia yellow being like a canary.
That's like a tennis ball.
Maybe a little brighter. Add some brightness to that tennis ball.
Add a little more greenish yellow.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. No. There's a very vibrant yellow. Oh, look at that face. Whoop, right here.
I see it. Like a big gorilla. Actually, it looks like Abraham Lincoln. Without a hat. And Abraham Lincoln without a hat and messy hair.
I get Abraham Lincoln a lot in my skies. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Because he was wicked.
Look at that. And he's got something coming out of his eye. All right, I'm going to stop it now, because what's going to happen is going to skip. Is there a circle?
Is there a circle up? Okay. Whoa.
Where?
I can't see it now. It was like a second before that. Oh, don't worry about it.
No, I can go
There
back.
was
I can go back a second. Right there.
okay. Go back a second and put it back big screen.
Okay. I'll go back a couple seconds. How about that? There we go. Tell me when.
Okay, to the right of his skull, there's a kind of line going up from his temple.
Right here.
No, the right side of his head. There's a dark cloud going up to the right, kind of curling out.
Right here.
No, not on the top of his head. To the right.
This is
right.
Okay,
right there.
Oh, you mean this line?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the line goes up. It's a dark cloud, and if you hit play, a line drops down.
Let's see.
And it's just a line, a curved line. Watch, see it dropping down?
Yeah, I see it right here. Wow.
And watch it, it gets defined, and it's very circle-ish. What is that? It disappeared, and it just disappeared.
And that's what they do. Did you see the one I uploaded the other day where this orb came out of a tube?
No.
Did you know? It's an orb that came out of a tube. And I'll show it in a little bit. But right now, we're going to do my rainbow video so you can be on your merry way and get you some rest because you got to work tomorrow. And look,
I do, but I want you to show that, and I'm going to stay in. If you can show my video, it's only 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll do that next, I promise. See, Audio has a double rainbow. Butterbud has a double rainbow.
Really? They both got double rainbows too?
Yes, and I'm telling you, these are happening back to back to back to back. It's crazy how they're happening.
Are you drooling?
Sorry,
now was that Audio Skywatcher that video that we just watched?
Skip trial. What about it?
Oh, that was Audio?
Yeah, that was Audio.
Okay.
Yep, it sure was. And this is mine. Now, Shanna, you have the eyes to see, and everybody else who has the eyes to see, please pay attention to the outer side of the rainbow and on the inner side. You can already see some destruction. You can already see some interference. Well, I'm pointing at the wrong. Hold on, I gotta go here. You can already see some interference right here. Right here. And guys, rainbows they don't have loops and humps and things in them. This rainbow, you'll see it dents in. And I mean, who would have ever known that a rainbow can go around something unless there's something physical in its way? Sam. Yeah, let's get it, Shannon.
Let's get it, sissy.
Get it.
I finally got the double rainbow.
It murks it though. It destroys it.
I told the monster earlier. I said this is great weather for a rainbow. Look at there, look at there.
Yes, Paul, you're right.
There he is. It's so close to the house.
The creators are reminding you of the covenant. Paul, you're going to have to explain that one to me.
Because the covenant is that God will never flood the earth again with the rainbow. That's what the covenant was.
That's what my title was, how they're covering up God's promise that he would never flood it again.
So Paul is just saying the creator is reminding you of the covenant. You know, every time we see a rainbow, it's a reminder of the covenant.
Got it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Shanna. And no, I can't say that right now.
The covenant is just another word for promise or making a deal with you. Like, I promise you, you know, God promised he would never flood the earth again. That was a covenant he made with us.
Thank you for telling me that. But
not that he will never flood the earth, but he will never flood the whole earth again, you know.
Got it. And then, you know, they talk about fire and brimstone, you guys. I honest to God, truly, truly in my heart and in my soul believe that I think that fire and brimstone I think that dragon that is manifesting right now is going to blow us all to bliverings, whoever's left here. Or I don't believe in the rapture, but I think that the dragon will blow fire.
I do too.
I do. I think he's going to blow his fire. It's not going to be asteroids. It's not going to be comets. It's nothing can get through the firmament. First and foremost. Second of all, it would have to be something inside the firmament, which is that is manifesting right above us. He's a big ass dragon. He's huge, and I believe that he will blow fire.
It says it will make men's heart go faint, where they will,
Men's
people will
heart
be.
will fail them due to fear. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So I mean, if you see a giant dragon blow, yeah, who knows?
Don't know. That's the problem. Actually, it's not a problem. That's what we're left here to figure out, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's get it, Shannon.
Okay, let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. This is incredible, though.
This is incredible.
I don't have my glasses on.
I can see the machines, though, you guys. I can see them here,
Beautiful,
blowing through here. They murk it. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go potty. I'll be right back.
And the only reason I'm out here is because my dog is misbehaving. That's a God work. Look how beautiful. Pay attention to the surroundings too, you guys. Wow. And the sun's on the other side. And I walked out and I looked up. I was like, I said a curse word. That's what I did.
She said a few curse words.
Wow. I guess it's getting brighter on this end. I'll let y'all see the rest of it in a minute. I just don't want to miss it anymore. The colors are, let's zoom in on those.
And also wormwood. I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to interrupt again. I promise. Wormwood. You guys, I looked it up and did all my research. It's a plant.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, wormwood is actually a plant, and it makes water taste bitter. And if you drink it, it can actually make you very sick.
And in the Bible, it says, "I will feed evil with wormwood." I think there's a lot to that, and I think that's like a huge part of our puzzle that needs to be fit into place.
It could be something that. Oh, I'm not going to get into that right now.
Yeah, no, me either. We'll be here forever. Let's go.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah. You see that?
Yeah.
How the hell does that happen? And I saw it. You hear me say it. I saw it with the naked eye. Guys, this is impossible. It is impossible to have a hump, a step, whatever in a rainbow. How does that happen? There's a wrinkle in the rainbow.
It's not impossible. I do want to see that, because the how rainbows work is when light hits the moisture that's there, it makes the rainbow. If there is a cloud that is in the middle of that perfect moisture, you have to have a perfect moisture to get the full rainbow. And if there's a little bitty cloud or something in there, it reflects weirdly off of it, and it can cause that. But
wouldn't that be only if the cloud was a solid object?
Not necessarily.
If it's a cloud, I mean, the colors of the rainbow is H2O, correct?
It is H2O, but imagine like when you get your sprinkler and you're spraying it
Uh-huh.
and you can see the rainbow
Mm-hmm.
like in a mist when you're misting the grass or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you have another thing spraying through there, you could cause that.
Okay. But let's just
I
watch.
mean, I listen, girl, I always try to come very logically with things and very scientific. It
Yeah.
is possible, but it's very rare to see it, to
Especially
catch
deep,
it.
far up in the atmosphere.
Hmm.
I get it. But you made a valid point though. But watch how many others of this pop up. And I just want to see if you notice something. Let's watch it
There's
together.
around something right there, huh? It really looks like it.
I have to say, Camo Rose, I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix that. I'm gonna try to fix my own. They did the same thing to mine.
Can't see who it is. I think that's revealing. What's up? I finally got the double rainbow and look through it, look over it, under it. Yeah, there's all kind of stuff going on now. But right there, here it looks like the rainbow goes over something.
And you got
somewhere over the rainbow. It's going over something.
same thing then. Okay, start looking up here, guys. Start looking here. Start looking everywhere. These guys are market.
They are encroaching upon that rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was what was making that hump.
Yeah, it's them, the machines. That's what I was gonna say. Like it had to be something solid, something of a physical, solid, for it to go around it because it's a light spectrum. A rainbow is nothing more than a light spectrum of water.
But the light spectrum depends upon how the moisture is in the sky, and you know how clouds move around.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to go over a cloud, Shanna. Like they're moisture too. They exist of the same consistency.
I know, but because the clouds could be closer to you, the light does not hit it the same way, and the rainbow disappears. So, girl, I'm just trying to be scientific about this, okay?
No, right. I'm feeling you, and I'm listening. But watch how they come in, like this open spot. I just pointed that out a few minutes ago. Pay attention to this guy.
And I'm not saying it's not entities screwing with that.
Oh, I know.
Because
I know what you're saying and what you're not saying.
I'm just saying those entities are screwing with the light spectrum to obscure the rainbow. But that could happen with clouds as well. But those are entities because I can see that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. There's actually like two different, very predominant beings right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, Santa said predominant beings. I love it. I love it.
And then there's a third one over there, a huge face, man.
Yeah.
That huge face is what's got that tail hanging down on the other side.
And let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm good for breaking down videos. I am really good at breaking down videos, photos, whatever it takes. That's just my forte. I couldn't do this one, y'all. I couldn't break it down. I still have like 3 videos on hold because I'm still trying to break down. The lights won't let me do it. It won't let me show what I need to show. And I'm battling. I've done downloaded 2 other apps that I need to use. I mean, look at these duck faces. Look, right here.
I see it.
You see it?
Yep.
And what they do is...
And the one beside him's got his big old tongue, like, lollygagging out of his face. It's like,
replicate. Watch them replicate all the way down on the on my left-hand side. Watch. Go big screen.
They are marking the rainbow. Look what they're doing. What are y'all doing?
That one looks like a lamb with an Elvis haircut.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
It looked like a lamb face with an Elvis haircut.
And another thing, people, start to realize that your sky should not change like it does in a matter of seconds. The whole sky changes.
You know, girl, I can't help but say this. It's so those skies that you're showing right there
They
make
done,
me so think of the nothing.
look, this side over here has nothing.
The movie, The Nothing? Yeah.
No, the Neverending Story, the nothing.
Oh, The Nothing, that was, yeah, that was Shanna.
You know, because
Man, there's a new app out where we could like watch YouTube movies, Netflix movies. I think we need to do that together and record it and then stream it.
Due to God's promise.
Oh, man.
Look, as they're just blowing from side, each side is blowing.
And see what I mean by that is right here, there's a blowing. Over here, there's a blowing, and there's another one coming up here, but there's two more up here. They're taking the sides of this and just blowing, murking it, just making it disappear.
Not the elite. The powers that be.
Big dogs, top dogs. And to see this over right in front of my face is so beautiful, though. Even though you know what's going on, it's so beautiful to see.
Sandy crying too. Excuse me. Poor Rainbow.
I'm like, poor Rainbow. I mean, really, that's who I am. I'm empathetic like that, and I felt some type of way. Like,
poor Rainbow. They're killing that Rainbow. I know.
It's really, literally, I cried. I did cry for just a minute. Just because I just felt like it was just sad.
Girl.
Very sad.
That song you played the other day that I asked you to play, the first time I heard that song, I bawled.
Which song? Oh my God, yes. I got a copyright for that. I mean, a copy, not a strike, copyright.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I got it. All I gotta do is go and change the song, but I feel like that's disrespectful. I'm not gonna change that song. I don't care what they say. All right,
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Your video's down here. Oh, and I do have the permission from this Pies and Cakes, or this video. Okay, it's a minute, Shanna. You got to see this one before I show yours.
Okay.
This is freaking incredible.
Oh
man, wait till you see this. He texted me last night and said that he would be honored if I showed his video, and I'm just like, what do you mean? And this is his channel, you guys. He's got 3.5 subscribers. I mean, this guy is off the chain, and he was like, he'd be honored. So I am able to show this. So let's go ahead and do this. Shanna,
What's up, YouTube?
about to blow y'all's mind on this one. Seriously, watch. Oh, and look, there's a split here, guys. There is a total. I know I'm the only one talking about the split, the definitions in the skies, where they're just, the definition here is going to blow your friggin' minds. I'm telling you. This just says everything I've been saying. There's something friggin' wrong. Let's get it, Shanna.
Let's get it, girl.
You don't believe in the Planet X system? Maybe you ought to pay attention then. Maybe this.
Look at that split.
Woo!
Girl, look at that split.
That's the west. That's my mountains right there. The sun hasn't even come up yet. It's too early.
That's like me the other day. I was shooting the same thing.
The
sun wasn't up.
A joke. Look at this passing over me.
Okay, let's clarify something. Now, I don't believe everything he's saying here, because I used to be a Planet X researcher, you guys. There is no Planet X, not to me. And if a planet was this close, if this was the outline of a planet, come on, people. With the magnets alone would flip us. Like,
okay.
Being distraught right now. Go ahead, Shanna.
Before you hit play, I want to look at the. Do you see that face in the middle of that?
In the middle, I see this as the whole thing is a side profile, like lips,
okay.
Nose. Go ahead.
I see that too, but in the middle is like a very pudgy little face. In the middle of it.
Here.
Yeah, like he's got two eyes and a fat little nose and chin, and he's like, it looks like this. Hang on, let me show you. He looks like this.
Let me get to your face. Hold on. In the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle, kind of at the top.
See, I don't see it. That looks like a brain scan to me of somebody on their and with their side profile right here. But see, what people are misconstrued is they think that this is a big planet. Oh,
I know, and you know
no
that it ain't.
planet. God, can you imagine if a planet was that close to us? With everything that planets are made of, the materials and everything, we
And
wouldn't
see,
be.
I don't know if magnets would do what you're saying because I don't know if that's how magnets work. Actually, no scientist knows how magnets work. To be honest,
Well, I think our whole survival is dependent on magnets. That's just me. But
I
have you
agree, but
two
they
magnets?
still do not know how they work.
No, no one's probably ever gonna know. But if you take two magnets and put them together on the same side, what happens? There's resistance. You feel the resistance in two
And you
magnets.
flip one over, and they're sucked right together and smash your fingers.
Now imagine if a planet was headed our way and it was this close.
But I don't know if magnets would work that way. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because I
I
don't know if that the explanation of what magnets do is what they do.
I think that Nibiru does exist, but it's more of a craft than a planet. And I think that it's the home of the Anunnakis. And I think every 3,600 years that they come. It's probably to collect gold or whatever it is. I don't know what they do, but I know we're plenished with it. We have so much gold it is ridiculous, and I think that's what a lot of the wars are about is gold.
Oh, by the way, keeping it real is going to bed. So good night. Keeping it real. Love you, sis.
Love you. All right, let's get back to the video. No talking.
And I also do want to say I do not believe that there's a planet that anything lives on.
Okay,
I mean, we'll disagree on that.
because we live on a plane, not a planet.
I don't believe in planets.
I don't
I
believe in planets either. That's why I said that I think Nibiru is one big craft in an orb shape, in a sphere shape thereof. Because I mean, it's depicted with our ancestors. You know, they have drawn so many that we consistently call them orbs or planets. When I
well,
think,
everything we see in the sky looks like a sphere, kind of, to the naked eye. You know, just looking at the moon. So why would they not draw spheres
right,
of
because
things? You know, that's what they see.
yeah, because that's what we see. If you look at our pupils and the way they're shaped, the way our eye is shaped, we are created to see everything in a sphere.
So many things are spherical. We have oranges, apples, even rabbit poop is a sphere, and goat poop. You know, it's like we are very. But just because, and I have to use this analogy, and you
Okay,
know what I'm gonna say,
I
just
know.
because a pool ball is round does not mean the table's round. You know, or a ball, because the
Yeah,
pool table is flat, and so you know we don't know necessarily what's up in our skies. I don't think God told us everything that's up there. You
it would
know,
be no fun if we knew everything. If we knew everything, what's the purpose of living? Oh God, let me go
God
back.
wanted us to be explorers, so
The
He couldn't tell us everything because He does want us to explore and be adventurous and want to explore
mystery.
what is out there. The mystery has to be there for us to have the drive to want to go find things and look for things, and that all of that, the entire purpose of us wanting to drive us to go look for things is to find God, you know.
What's
And
what's the purpose of dying, Shannon?
the purpose of dying
Hmm.
is to ascend to heaven.
Or could it be we have to? The purpose of dying. Without dying, we would have no faults. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you have to live right in order to die correctly. Like if you didn't think there was some type of well, not stimulus, if there's not some type of altercations, or if there's not some type of what word am I looking for?
Okay, I got you. I know what you're saying.
In order to
If there's no repercussions,
that's the word.
yes.
Yeah, why would you
So
live righteously?
the purpose of dying is if you know you're going to die, you want to live a righteous life because you know there's repercussions and you want to live a righteous life and be a good person so that you ascend to the good place and not the bad place.
Yeah, and who wants to live forever? I watch all these TV shows and things like, just want to live forever. I don't ever want to die. Why not?
I mean, I want to live forever, but we are eternal beings.
I don't
We're,
want to live forever.
I don't want to live here forever. I want to live eternally. I don't want to live in this existence forever because this is not a great place to live.
And think about it. If you live forever, you watch everyone around you die. That's miserable. I don't want to watch my children pass away.
Satan actually, Giggles said the right thing. We die because of Satan, because Satan brought sin into the world, and that is why we die.
I think that we live to die. We have to live a great life so when we do pass, that we go to the right place,
Well, if Satan never came into the world, we were actually created eternal beings here on the earth. Adam and Eve would have lived forever. But Satan brought sin into the world, which brought death into the world. And so that's why we needed Jesus Christ to give us back that eternal life, that when we do die here, we would have our eternal souls back to go home and live with God.
And which reminds me of, I think people contradict themselves whenever they talk about the Bible, because it's more like you believe the Adam and Eve story where a serpent came and talked, literally spoke, and convinced a human being, to buy into sin, right? So why did they stop talking? Like when I say I see serpents or serpentine.
Well, he actually had legs and arms at this time.
That would make him a lizard, though.
No, not necessarily. It would maybe possibly make him a person.
But I don't think his punishment was severe enough, because if he just crawls around on his belly, he still gets around. He still eats. He still attacks. He still has.
Okay, listen. This is the thing. It was not a snake. It was Satan. It was Satan. And he came in the form of a snake. And because he came in the form of a snake to deceive the woman, God cursed the snake, because Satan used the form. Because he used the form of a snake, God made him crawl on his belly. It wasn't a snake that deceived Eve. It was a being that took the image of a
I guess what I'm
animal.
saying, that the punishment was severe enough for a serpent, because he is crawling.
Well, the serpent didn't actually do anything. Satan used that image, and that's why God cursed that being.
Oh my God. Oh, hi, Prophet.
Yeah.
Light. Nice to have you here.
You understand what I'm saying? The serpent shouldn't have been severely cursed for it, because the serpent didn't actually do anything. The devil just
at all.
Well, he cursed the serpent so we would not ever forget that the devil used the serpent to deceive us.
Okay, well,
and that's why we have enmity with the serpent, and the serpent will bruise our heel, in other words, bite at us, and we will crush his head. But that is also a whole nother story biblically, because Satan was crushed by the heel of Jesus when he died on the cross.
I thought that had everything to do with Mars for some reason. When I remember studying that years ago, and with Revelation 12, the lady and with the moon at her feet, and she was pregnant and all. Whatever, those dots on Mars, at the bottom of Mars has a dot, dot, dot. I'm thinking that's where the dragon hit Mars. I know we think differently.
Oh, yes, we do. But that's okay. Okay.
At the beginning of time, Shannon, I'm going to continue with the video. The beginning of time, it involved a man, serpent, man, woman, or man, serpent, and a tree. And here we have the Pope sitting behind. The throne is back. His throne is. He sits in a yellow throne with his tree growing behind. Looks like a damn serpent and a man. Man, serpent, and tree. There's something to it, and it's
there is something to it. You're right.
Huge. How many of y'all agree with the Pope just sitting there in front of that tree, as demonic as it is? when the serpent is the bad guy. Remember in the Bible, the serpent is the one who betrayed. I mean, accepted his deal with Satan and had them bite the damn apple when God said no. But here the Pope is sitting in a yellow chair in front of this big tree that's half serpent and half man. There's something to it, and I think our skies are changing. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Do you guys know that when we started, you can go back to my YouTube channel to 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when we started noticing I'm going way off board here, noticing the rays of the sun. When there's nothing in front of the sun, but you would see rays poking out. And you can take this light right here and do the same thing. Put your fingers like behind it. I mean, you can see the rays of something. This is what I'm starting to believe. It's the first time I've said this live. I think that the tree of life, the one that God cut down and took with him, with our son, I think that is growing back. I think that has a lot to do with the shadows that we're getting from the sun. Even with the no clouds. I mean, clouds shouldn't shadow the sun anyway. They're vapor. They're not a solid matter. So I think that the tree of life is growing back. That's what I think. And I think those are all the rays that we're seeing behind the sun. Crazy, huh?
You know what happened?
I don't know what happened. But we're gonna
my son he's watching the explosion at Lebanon.
Oh, he's just not seeing it?
And he's like, do you even know what happened? I'm like, no.
Hi, Toby, Tyler. I'm sorry. I've never had Toby in here before. Welcome, Toby.
You never had Toby in here?
Toby has never been in my streams. Nope.
Oh, ever. Well.
I just hear of him when you and Giggles are on with Mark.
Yeah, Toby.
Go ahead.
Toby's he should be blue if he's not.
I'll go make Toby blue right now.
All right, let's get it, girl.
I wanted to say hello to who else? Somebody else popped in. I didn't get a chance to say hey to. Nope.
Propagate this light. I hadn't said hi to them.
Love you, Propagate. If you want to jump on, let me know and I'll leave you the link.
And again, keeping it real, Sovereign says good night, all.
Good night. Love you. Keeping it real. Let's get it, China.
Get it.
Toby says everyone has their own opinion. You're right. Welcome to the Mod Squad, Toby.
Do me a favor. Wow. Join me in the Lord's Prayer.
Let's get it.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine truly is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever, guys. Forever and ever. Amen.
Look at this split.
And I praise God, and you're looking at the fucking truth. The big planet X is a joke. That's the west. That's the east. The sun isn't even up yet. It's not even up yet. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the party.
And you know what? People every time they see things like this, the people who are not quite awake yet, they already think planet. Why is that so instilled in people's head? Like, it's not a planet. I don't understand how people can even think that a planet could be that close to us. There is no way in hell that a planet can be that close to us without wreaking havoc. Period. It would be more than an earthquake. It'd be way more than a typhoon. It'd be more than your average knocking down some buildings and killing 1,000 men. We would be destroyed before it even got to us. It wouldn't have to wait for impact. It's not an asteroid.
Well, I have to completely agree with you if things work the way they said it does. You know, with gravity. If gravity was a thing, you know, that would be so true. But, you know, and I don't believe that it exists either. But, you know, it's absurd. It's completely absurd.
Just got to look at it not for what it is, people. You actually got to do some research. This is Mr. Butterbud. Look at Butterbud. 834 subs. And Beth has what?
I don't even know.
Makes no sense to me.
300 and something?
Makes no sense to me. Everybody go like and subscribe. If you look in the description box after this video is uploaded, you'll see Beth's link. Please go like and subscribe to her channel. This is her partner in crime who loves dearly, Mr. Butterbud. Let's get it. This is his double rainbow, Shanna. Oh shit!
I sorry, my son is yelling. What?
I'm playing your video next. This is Beth. This is Butterbud's double rainbow.
Okay.
Where's the sound? I don't know where the sound is. There we
She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a
Great music again. What?
rainbow colors.
I told you Butterbud and Cheap Charmo got the best music ever.
She comes in colors.
I don't know why it's skipping.
Oh, there's the green you were talking about, the fuchsia.
Yeah. But you
Look
see
at
mine.
that.
I ain't even seen this yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the color. There's a whole lot of new colors to the spectrum, y'all.
She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors.
Boo, I saw those colors today too. I am going to skip through it though, so we can just hurry up. This is like 14 minutes.
Oh, look at that rainbow.
Did you not see the rainbow a few minutes ago?
No, I didn't. I was talking with my son. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just going to skip through, y'all. Look at that.
Good grief, another great song.
You know what I think? Remember the saying, the pot of gold is at the end of a rainbow? I think we need to start deciphering that.
There's a reason that's said.
Well, we know the bone is from the shape of the firmament.
Yes. Does it mean that it's like pot of gold? Is it the edge?
Like, I don't know. If it was upside down, I would say, yeah, that's heaven.
Or think about the old drawing where the man finds the edge and he's crawling underneath it to get out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's possible. You know, I don't think you can crawl out and get out of here.
Or is the double rainbow all of a sudden appearing because it's a reflection of what? The portal.
Or is it a figurative meaning of at the end of the rainbow is the pot of gold of getting out of here? You know, like the guy going underneath the dome to get out of here, not necessarily going cheating and getting underneath the dome, but just getting out of here is the pot of gold.
Could be. Could be.
Hey, you get out of my mind. I got to mute because I'm gonna sing.
Go ahead. These are the color skies I had today, though, y'all.
That's something off of the never-ending story right there. I'm telling you, that is that is the nothing.
Look at this right here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Shannon, I'm going to yours right now. Let's go to yours. And
those are some crazy skies. That was that Butterbud.
That was Butterbud, yeah.
That was some crazy skies. I'm behind you guys. I've been going to random weird channels that I don't
Oh,
some
damn.
little obscure channels I don't always watch. So I've been busy watching different things, you guys. I apologize to all my regular people I stick with, you know, like all the people that are here. But I've been trying to hit some other people that I don't usually watch. So
I'm trying to find you now. I added you and I don't see you.
I can drop it here in the personal chat if you want.
Yeah, that's where I got it from in the first place, but go ahead and drop it.
I actually I dropped it in the YouTube, but I can drop it here. See if this is it.
This is it. Make no mistakes.
Well, oh,
Toby, you're a mod. How come it's not showing up? You're welcome, audio. What happened? Did Shanna disappear on me? Her disappeared. She disappeared. So we're just gonna go out and go boop boop. I added mine too, and it's not there. We're gonna do this. No. Make no mistakes where you are. This is it. We're gonna do 5D real quick till Shannon gets back. This is Mike. My sky is 5D, a.k.a. Mike. Let's get it. Cloudscape energy. What? Is this the one I posted? Yeah, this is the one I posted. Okay. Yep. Big Shannon, I see it. Oh, I can't add it, Shanna. That's what it is, but I'll. That's what I'll do. Hold on. That's the one I couldn't add, Shanna. That's what that is.
Beer.
I don't know why it's skipping. I don't know why it's skipping. Why is it skipping?
This is amazing footage.
Yeah, it is. I had to take it off big screen though. It stopped skipping when I did that.
Yeah, I see that.
My deal.
Did you get my link?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to press it when I go back in.
Okay.
Because they won't let me add it to the playlist. I just go in and go to my history. always gets the best wispies ever.
I know, right? Always.
Always. Oh, look at that. Hello.
Halo.
Hello.
That's a big old dragon head.
Right here. It's that face right there. I'll take it back up because it's skipping. Beautiful.
Isn't it weird how sometimes the wispies rise up and sometimes they fall down?
Yep. Look at that overlap right there. Wow.
I know, that was crazy.
That face. All right, Shannon, before it goes to the next one, I got to go over here to my history real quick and then pull up your video because it wouldn't allow me to edit. But what I can do is go right here and then show it. Ha ha ha! YouTube kiss my, yeah. And this is Shanahoney. Sound like pony, but it's Shanahoney. What whoop whoop? Do you see it, Shanane? Shanane?
Can I see what?
Your video.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. It's just not on the playlist. I will add it later. I had to watch it and then go to my history. Let's get it.
I'm gonna have to go change it to not being.
Now I gotta go back.
You know, I have to go make it to not being a child video.
Yep. That's what you gotta do.
Crazy. That's crazy looking. What? Oh, man. So it asked me to set my settings before I could go live. I had to set it to, yes, this is child friendly. So everybody be nice.
Oh, wow.
This is child friendly. And over here, this one is set. Man.
Anybody's phones do face recognition before you start? Mine does.
Anyway.
Mine does not.
Good night, audio. Love you, dear.
Get a whole idea about what's going on in the sky. There's the moon. Hello, Mrs. Moon. Sorry. But this right here is wild, man.
And check out how that cloud is shadowing the other cloud. You see this, right? This cloud is shadowing this cloud down here.
Yeah, and the sun is set, not even shining on those. So how's it lighting up those ones below that shadow too?
Exactly.
It's like it's so bizarre.
It is. Wait till you see what happened to me today. Very bizarre. The whole part of the sky. You'll see. I'll show it next. Look at that shadow that cloud is making on the other cloud. Where do we do that at, people?
All right, guys. I'm not gonna be live long. I just wanted to
shadow from this. In case y'all don't understand what I'm saying, this cloud right up here is making a shadow on this cloud. This is a shadow of that. Clouds are shadowing other clouds.
Look at that.
And China, I don't know if you remember that video that you were like, it was the hand reaching out.
See, it all
Yeah,
like
I do.
tiddly.
Okay,
It was the Archangel Michael.
in that video, about halfway through, there is the clouds bright and got the silver lining, and behind it is a replica of that cloud, perfectly of a shadow, and it's dark, and it's between the bright cloud outline and the sun, which makes zero sense.
It really does. It's like the dome is ass backwards in our shadowing.
Yeah, it's like, what? That's not possible. I
upside
showed
down.
that to my mother-in-law, and she was like, that's not possible. And I was like, I know. Not if what we think works, how it works, it doesn't make sense.
During the
It's like-
great American eclipse that we had not too long ago, what, 3-4 years ago, it was bass backwards, and my shadow was backwards. It was piercing backwards. When I say piercing, I mean literally my shadow didn't look like a shadow. It looked like the form of me, right down to the T. I mean, it was so sharp, very, very sharp, and on the opposite side of me. I think things changed then. I do. Great American eclipse.
Go. I couldn't get it to go live because it made me change the settings and everything.
Great American.
But it was crazy looking. It still is pretty cool looking. Anyway, it's all blue over here. And then we get a little something. It's all going around. Connect.
We sound so much alike. It's ridiculous.
And then back to it.
It all connected. It was all like in a line, but there was.
I'm gonna end.
Man,
I love you guys. I'm sorry.
we do sound so much alike.
We do.
So, if it was, sorry, and I love you guys. God be with you all till we meet again, and that's what I'll be saying.
Peace, love, and light. Shanna Honey sound like pony. Now, I'm really gonna let you go, Shanna. I really am, but you just gotta see this one. Gotta see my.
Oh no, you're good. I'm still up. I've just opened another beer, girl.
Yeah, me too. You gotta see this one from today. Oh wait a minute, that's my history. Hold on.
I couldn't even remember what it was, but I remember it was just. I felt like I had to go live because it was something unusual that I had to capture, and I knew I was going to record longer than I wanted to upload. Seriously, you know, if I go over a minute, it takes like hours to upload a video, and I just didn't want to. And when I'm uploading, when you're uploading a video, you can't record a video because it cancels out your upload.
Yep.
So I didn't want my camera tied up in case I wanted to record more, you know?
Right.
So I was like, I'm just going to go live.
This is my sky today. I'm going to
Oh my God.
No, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to skip through it.
Look at all that. What is that?
These, I don't know. I've never seen them before. Wait till this color comes in.
No.
Oh, Sandy wants to play.
My dog is
Oh, and those two clouds look like they're like up and kissing.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Watch. It gets crazy. It gets so crazy.
I wonder what really is going on with the color. Is it plasma?
Thinking of our blood plasma and that plasma.
Sorry, dogs running around.
Hold on.
Girl, we were just talking about plasma.
Yeah, no, that's what I told you. It made me think of it when I was streaming here today. Look how my sky.
And the veins and how oxygen's in them to make them darker and it's fueling something, you know?
Yep.
Colors coming in.
There's that yellow. It's starting right there.
So beautiful.
The sun's on the other side, people. Hold on. It gets so much better. I'm skipping way through it.
The sun's behind you?
The sun is behind me, yes.
Okay.
The sun is going down right here as this tends to get brighter and brighter.
Girl, you sound just like me.
I know. Skip forward.
When I'm watching your videos, my husband is like, why are you always watching your own videos?
It's not me. It just sounds like me. See this guy right here? Now look at this guy at this point.
It is so pink. People's cars are looking pink.
Wow, that is crazy looking.
Oh, it gets crazier though, Shadow. Watch. Look at this shit.
This is over my head here.
That's a huge face. Pause it right there. Oh, dang it.
My head.
I went back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yo, yeah, there's a huge face. There's faces everywhere.
Everybody in the chat room, I'm just so amazed at what I'm seeing. I'm not ignoring y'all, but this.
Oh, that's like a big old turtle face, too.
Lots of turtles popping up lately.
Face right there.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, that's like a mermaid right there. Oh, look at that face. Where you just waved your finger, there's a big old face there.
Yeah, that's why I waved my finger there. This guy has went from monstrous to non-monstrous to. Hold on, I'm gonna go further. I'll let y'all watch the rest. What?
Right there, that guy, right there.
Where?
It's already gone.
Hold on, I'll go back.
Like he's piercing out. This dude, like he's just coming out.
You see that yellow?
Yellow.
Wait, no, wait. There's a more ominous yellow in a minute.
All you Skywatchers know that this usually doesn't last that long. The plasma rounds, they usually don't last, but this sucker right here, that's not
Purple.
nice. Glowing, eye, nose, glowing.
That face? I know you see this face, Shanna. Here's a cloud covering up that eye, but here's another eye. This is his nose. This is his mouth. This is his whole head.
Oh, I see him.
You see him? Okay.
That one cloud's kind of coming up over his eye.
Mm-hmm. Left eye.
Oh, see, you say left eye. To me, that's the right eye because I get it now. When I say right and you get all...
Yeah. I'm like,
because
this is right.
It's because I'm seeing a mirror of what you're seeing, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, now I will be totally... I didn't know that.
Oh. Look at this. This is that color I'm talking about. This area right here, in this area, these two areas. It gets crazy good. What?
This is just so beautiful. I'm so glad I didn't miss this. What we're barking at.
This one hasn't even uploaded yet.
There?
Hold on, let me go a little bit. Watch this. Look at that!
A very long time compared to back in the day when we first started seeing plasma years ago. It would last maybe at the most 15 minutes, depending on what area. But now there's 2 rounds of plasma, and my sky is completely tripping me out right now. Look at it. All right, see this right here? These edges right here. This. All right.
That's the eggshell.
Look, that's what I'm about to say. Hold on. I'm just about to say that. You got me right there because I was like, hold on, let me go back. I was like,
I knew you were going to say the eggshell.
Shanna, you're good.
All right. That's what I call Hi. That's what I call eggshells.
Girl, I know you.
Right,
yep.
Master? There's some people walking around. They're probably like, what are you doing?
These people are about to come. My dogs are about to start barking. Watch. Because I don't know what. She just. Here they go.
Look at these guys. Sadie! Buster, go!
Sandy is not hearing me.
Sadie, yes or no? Chloe. They're
Sandy's
gone
getting
now.
big.
I'm so sorry. Whoa. Sadie! Oh, here comes
Sandy was just, she wouldn't let it go.
Chloe. It's enough, honey.
Sandy, hush. Sandy, now Sandy's underneath me talking about some.
And now it's going to fade.
I swear my son's cat is on crack.
Why would you say that? Look how purple, Shanna.
Chloe, it's okay, darling.
Girl, that is insane. Oh, that's one giant face. Okay, pause it.
Giant face blowing. He's blowing.
You see the 2 eyes in his mouth, and it's coming right out of him. You see his chin, and you know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen, what was that movie where did you ever see Spiderwick?
No, never seen it.
Okay, it's kind of a kids movie, but they have these weird trolls and weird looking. It looks like some kind of nymph looking face, like a tree nymph or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it's got like branches coming off its head, looking.
Well, you're gonna have to look that up and send me the link. I'm gonna go back just a minute at the 14 mark. This is what color I was talking about. Do you see this color, Shanna?
It's loading. Hang on. Oh,
Wait a minute. Go back right here. That color. I've never
it's
seen
that one at the very bottom.
none of the whole thing. The color is just like it's ambient, but it's ambient.
And that looks like a giant turtle head going towards your left, I think.
That color. Look at that color. And that's nowhere near the sun.
That's crazy. It ain't showing up the right color on my phone because to me that just looks white.
Oh no, it's not white. It's like a yellow ominous color. All right, here's the end. But the thing is, remember, plasma never used to last this long, you guys. Never. It was very prominent and it was staying.
Stuff like that.
Starts going away right there.
Love and light. Take care. Thanks for the raid. Sure, I got one. There's too many people in here for this time of the day not to be raided.
I got all this purple.
Fading on off.
Look at that purple.
That is crazy.
That's insane.
That's the area I was talking about. The hard shells. I don't know. Sometimes I think that the blue turns really hard. The white turns really hard.
That color is off the chain, girl.
Yeah,
who's in the chat room? If anybody's in the chat room and I have you're on the playlist, I'm gonna go ahead and play a video. I don't know who's all in there because I'm not in there right now.
Let me look real quick.
Okay,
we
go ahead.
Propagate This Light, My Skies 5D, Giggles 2, Camel Rose, Audio.
Let me do Giggles real quick.
Oh, she gave you a new video that she did, remember? That one.
Yeah, Giggles or Markster. Markster gave it to me for Giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it? He said he put it in here. I didn't say anything to you, Siri. Okay, yep, I got it right here.
If you don't have it, she said, here's the link to the download videos on YouTube. Oh, I don't know if that's the video she wanted you to play, though.
Yeah, I got it. I just added it, so just let me
read
right here. And it should be here right now. Not now, but right now. There's a truth about Satan. Oh, yeah. Let's see this one. This is Giggles, you guys. If you have any questions, she is in the chitty chat room. Go like and subscribe to her channel. All you gotta do is click on the link, go to her channel, and like and subscribe. Truth about Satan. Whoa.
And show her some love.
Show some lots of love. And it is 26 minutes. And I'm sorry, guys. We're going to watch the whole thing. And tune in tomorrow if you need to. But let's get it, Shanae.
Let's get it. And I want to remind everybody in chat, if you're still there, who's there, drop your own link so people can catch you if they watch this later and they watch the chat. Because when people watch a live video, they will always generally watch the chat too. So drop your links, and there might be people that will subscribe to you. Okay, please drop your links.
Yep, because it's a lot easier now, you guys. It used to be like we click on the left-hand side on their icon. You used to be able to click on that, go to the channel, like and subscribe. You can't do that anymore. So be sure to drop your own links here.
And also, that reminds me, also, if you really like China's video, come back and leave her a comment after the stream. And if you leave a comment, people can go to the comment sections and that you don't have to drop a link. You can just go to the people. You can click on people that comment and go to their link.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. Well said, Shanna. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against
principalities.
Yeah, that one. Against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. In heavenly places. Let's get
that means the sky, you guys.
Right. Let's get it, Shanae. Thanks.
Let's get it.
Not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against the powers, against the world rulers of this present darkness, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. There are 3 surprises you get when you read the Bible.
Oh, girl.
to our subject.
Yes.
I have to say something to you. I watched a really, I've known this for a while, but I watched a really good video today by Dana Ashley. I think it was Dana Ashley. Anyway, and it just reiterated something for me. The guy that actually built, I can't remember the guy's name that sold the land, that donated the land to make Washington, D.C., but the guy that was the Freemason that constructed Washington, D.C. in the way it is built, his name was Francis Pope.
Really?
And he was a Jesuit. And now the Pope of Rome is a Jesuit, and his name is Pope Francis.
And you know what else comes to play to my mind? The see the background in this. You know my favorite book when I was a kid, where the dark things. What is it called? Where the dark things are. The dark things lie.
Where the wild things are.
There you go. Doesn't this depiction of these cartoon characters remind you of that book?
Yes.
Oh my!
Where the wild things are.
Crazy. This is
with the big beast thing. Was it with the big beast? And he was actually nice.
Yeah, and
you know?
like he had on a rabbit suit or something, a suit over
But
his head.
I just found that very interesting that the guy that donated the land, I can't remember the guy's name that donated land, but the guy that pretty much constructed Washington, D.C. to be its own little Vatican City.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Francis Pope, and now we have the Pope Francis. And there is a correlation. They're both Jesuits. He's our first Jesuit Pope.
And what is
anyway?
That
there's definitely something significant to it.
Best believe it. Because all of this has been in plan for hundreds of years. They're going to make sure everything falls into place in their favor. But
yes.
You can't pull a sheep. What do they call it? Sheep's wool over our face. You can't do it. I'm not blinded.
And they can't pull the wool over God's face. He's still going to do what he's going to do. Absolutely. No matter what. They think they're going to pull the sheep's over God, the wool over God's eyes. They ain't going to. They can't hoodwink God.
Nope. Do you think that you and I can stay silent for the next 26 minutes?
I can, because I'm going to stay with you for a little bit, but I'm going to have to leave pretty soon. It's 12:30, and I do have to work tomorrow, a long day, so.
Let's finish this. Let's get it, Shanae.
Let's get it.
Places. There are 3 surprises you get when you read the Bible in relation to our subject. Number 1, that there are such beings, that there are angels, other intelligent creatures in the universe, supernatural, beyond our senses, superhuman, but they are there. The second surprise is to discover that there are bad ones as well as good ones. And the third surprise is that these bad angels are not in some underworld, they are in heavenly places. That's where all the angels are anyway. And the bad ones are there as well as the good ones, who lie behind most of the troubles that we're having in this old world of ours. Now, this is the real answer to the old question, where did evil come from? The Bible makes it quite clear that it didn't originate with God. When God made everything with his hands, he looked at it and he said, that's good. That's very good. Only good.
I know I said I wasn't going to interrupt, but I used to think the same way, the exact same way. I did.
Things could come from a good God. So evil didn't come from him. Let's get that absolutely clear. But then evil did not originate with man either. We're not that original.
I just want to tell Giggles, thanks for the link.
Where then did evil come from? The Bible seems to state that evil began not with God, not with men, but among the angels. And that because of their supernatural power, they have been able to corrupt this world in which we live, not only at the human level, but at the level of nature too. Now, there isn't much written in the Bible about how evil began among the angels, because this book was not written for speculation. It was written for the main purpose of facing human beings with their responsibilities. And therefore it is not important for you to know all that goes on among the bad angels. You only need to know about them insofar as they can influence your life for evil. But you don't need to know a whole lot of other things. But piecing together the hints there are in the Bible, we can say two things about the angels. For example, if we turn to the little letter of Jude, we're told that the angels did not keep their proper place, but left their proper dwelling. What does that mean? And then Peter, in his second letter, says, the angels, when they sinned. There are two things about the angels that come from those two texts. One, the angels had free will. They were messengers, not machines. They could say, God, I will not do what you want me to do. I'll not take this message for you. I will not fulfill this mission. They had free will. And the second thing that becomes clear is that they fell from their position of obedience. So the free will and the fall of angels is taught clearly in Scripture. And that's where they came from. They are not, of course, called angels when they fall. They are called demons. Now, it is a tragedy that that very word misleads us, because it's a word that conjures up this kind of picture. Horrid little creatures, boiling people up in cauldrons, stirring them with pitchforks, and all kinds of other lurid details. It was quite a bloodthirsty painting done in the Middle Ages. Unfortunately, we've inherited that kind of picture of a demon. But the word demon literally means inferior deity. Inferior deity. Someone nearly as powerful as God, but not quite. Someone below God and yet above us. And we must take demons seriously. Now, how many are there? Well, I don't know how many angels there are altogether. If I knew that, I could tell you.
Hey, I'll be back. I gotta take puppy dog outside real quick.
Okay. 12, that 1/3, 1 out of every 3 angels became a demon, set himself against God, and is working against the kingdom of God, which must frankly mean millions. And it is possible for such demons to get hold of a human being and possess them. Saul is a good example in the Old Testament, and Mary Magdalene is an example of a woman in the New Testament. Human beings that have been taken over. It's quite extraordinary that science fiction is now producing the same kind of idea. Things that can come from outer space and inhabit the bodies of human beings. Long before science fiction thought of that, the Bible was talking about possessed people. It's more possible to meet it if you go overseas. If you go to Southeast Asia, you'll be up against this the whole time. If you go to any country where spirit worship is common, you'll see it. And of course, spirit worship is becoming increasingly common here. Now, in our Lord's ministry, he met 6 different people who were possessed by demons. There was an unclean spirit possessing one man, a blind and dumb spirit possessing another. There was a legion of spirits possessing the Gadarene demoniac. There was a dumb spirit, there was a girl, and there was a little boy. Now, not only did Christ meet these cases, but he also commissioned his disciples to fight them. That Jesus is the name high over all in hell or earth or sky, angels and men before it fall, and devils fear and fly. What are they trying to do? The answer is 2 things: to deceive people and to destroy them. This is the aim of every demon, to deceive you until your thinking is crooked, until you can't see straight, until you can't see the truth, to delude you, to twist you, and then to destroy you. Either to destroy you physically, throw you off a cliff or into the fire, to destroy you mentally, to destroy you morally, to destroy you socially until, like the Gadarene demoniac, nobody dares come near you, or to destroy you spiritually. They are out to deceive and to destroy everyone they can get hold of. Now, just as the Bible, in talking of good angels, talks about God, their leader, much more than good angels, so the Bible talks much more about the leader of the bad angels than the demons themselves. And it tells us a whole lot about a person called Satan, the devil. He is given 5 names and 24 titles in the New Testament. Our Lord Jesus is given 250 names and titles, but the devil gets 5 and 24 titles, more than any other person in the New Testament, apart from the Lord Jesus. Therefore, it behoves us to look at what is said. He was the first to say to God, "No, I will not be part of your kingdom. I want a kingdom of my own." And he went to the other angels and said, "Will you come with me? Don't have this God over you. You come with me." And the demons are those who said yes. Now, this most important and powerful angel of hell, whom Ezekiel tells us was the anointed cherub nearest to the throne of God, is the one we call Satan. I want to underline that. You can be as near to God as that, and you can rebel. The nearest to the throne of heaven, and he said no to God. Now, here are his names. Here are the 5 names. Satan, Abaddon, which is in Greek Apollyon and means destroyer, Beelzebub, Belial, and Lucifer. Every one of them a horrid name. There's nothing sweet about those names, either in their meaning or their sound. Satan, Abaddon. I'm almost tempted to make a pun on that one. Beelzebub, Belial, Lucifer. He is described in language like this. Here are some of the adjectives: subtle, wicked, unclean, evil, lying, and above all, proud. That's a horrible description of a character. Subtle, wicked, unclean, lying, angry, proud. And it's the last one that comes out most. He is described in terms of animals. 3 animals are likened to him, or he is likened to them, and 2 of them come from the reptile family, which is interesting. A wily serpent, a snake in the grass, subtle, clever.
I just want y'all to ponder on what was just said. I'm just going to go back just a couple seconds. Yeah. Ponder on that. And how is it that all of a sudden people such as myself, who had no idea of the scripture of anything, started seeing serpents in the sky? I'm just saying. Oh, this is so relevant to my being.
2 of them come from the reptile family, which is interesting. A wily serpent, a snake in the grass, subtle, clever, wiling his way through to your heart. A red dragon, cruel, powerful. And then he is described as a prowling lion, a roaring lion, king of the jungle. When you go out of this church, you will be followed by a prowling lion. And if that were true physically, if there literally was, to your knowledge, a lion loose in Guildford, and you knew that it was prowling around North Street and Commercial Road, you would be on your guard. And the Bible uses this picture of the devil to tell you, watch it. Now look at some of the activities of the devil. I just wrote down these things from the scripture. He is a slanderer, he is a tempter, he is a deceiver, he is an accuser, he is a tormentor, he is a murderer, he is a destroyer. Why, if a human being could have all that said about him, he'd be in court straight away. And yet this person is on the loose. A slanderer. Whenever we slander people, the devil is using our mouths. He loves to slander. He loves to say things like that. He is a tempter, playing on the desires of our flesh. One of the texts in the Bible about this says that he plays us like fish. Have you ever seen a fisherman choosing his bait, knowing just what to use, and then playing the fish? I know how I'll get him. He's down there. I'll just play this above him. And the devil is doing just that when he lures and entices us. That's the phrase in James 1. He lures us, entices us out, and we just follow along. The farmer trying to get his pig to market and discovering that with a pig, if you drive it this way, it goes that way. I know that, I've discovered that. And the farmer eventually found that if he laid a trail of beans, the pig just came right along to the slaughterhouse and just picked up one bean at a time, followed along. The devil's a master at doing that. Drop something in front of you that you'd like, and another thing, and another thing. Along the track you go. Accuser, he is the self-appointed prosecution, counsel for the prosecution. Tormentor, he can cause you physical pain. Paul had a messenger of Satan in his flesh to torment him. Physical handicap that he had to battle with all his life and ministry. But I think it's the titles of the devil that worry me most. He is the prince of this world, the ruler of this world, and as Jesus called him, the God of this world. The only person Jesus ever called God apart from his own Father. He said he is the God of this world. He's the one that people really worship, though they don't know it. He's the one that they really bow down before, and they're just not aware of it. He is the prince of this world and the ruler. Why is the world in such a mess? What's the explanation? We've got good people, sincere, gifted people trying to put it right. We've got men of goodwill who want a good world for their children. Why can't they achieve it? Why will we never get there? Why can't we get in an era? I'll tell you why. Because the real person who's running this world is the devil. He's the prince of this world. But he'll make quite sure we don't get peace, except on his terms, which will be totalitarian surrender. And that's why we need to take him very seriously indeed. On one occasion, he's described as the prince of the power of the air. And the air in the Bible is always taken to mean that part of heaven that's nearest to us and that surrounds us and, as it were, hems us in. In other words, between us and highest heaven is the arena of Satan, ringing the earth, the air all around us. That is where he is, the prince of the powers of the air, between us and the highest heaven. Now he is a king and he has a kingdom.
Between us and the highest heaven.
In the Bible to describe that kingdom. It is a kingdom of disobedience. Everybody who's disobedient belongs to that kingdom. You were born into it. You grew up disobedient. You learned what it was to say no before you said yes. You never had to be taught to be bad, only to be good. You never had to be taught to be rude, only to be courteous. You never had to be taught to be dishonest, only to be honest. You were born in a kingdom of disobedience. And as Jesus said to those who would not believe in him, you are of your father the devil. Secondly, it's a kingdom of darkness, moral darkness as well as physical. The darkness that there is in this world of ours and the deeds that are done in the dark because men dare not come to the light are the deeds of the kingdom of Satan. Satan loves darkness, which is why those who are in his grip love to live in darkness rather than light. They will love to sleep during the day and live at night, whereas God's plan was that men should work in the day, sleep at night, while the beasts slept in the day and came out at night. That's the plan of God in the Bible. But you'll find when the devil gets hold of someone, young people, when the devil gets hold of you, you keep later and later and later hours. You begin to live in the darkness, not the light. And it's amazing how the devil turns you around this way. It's a kingdom, thirdly, of disease. Why are there hospitals? Why are there doctors? Why are there nurses? Doctors and nurses who have to work in the dark and in the light and 24 hours a day. Why do we need all these health services? Why do we need medicines and pills and all the rest? Why do we need operations? I'll tell you why. Because we're living in the devil's kingdom. God never intended sickness and disease.
And one pill leads to another pill, leads to another pill.
When they brought a woman to Jesus to be healed, he looked at her, he said, you see this woman? She's been bound by Satan these 18 years. 18 years Satan's had her body. With St. Paul, he had a messenger of Satan, a thorn in the flesh. He asked God, take it away, take it away, take it away. And God said, no, in your case, I'm not going to, because I think you can glorify my name even more by showing what grace can do with a messenger of Satan. He left Paul with the disease. Sometimes God cures a disease, sometimes he leaves it. But every disease is a messenger of Satan. And what about death? Every time you see a hearse go along the road, you're seeing something that Satan did. Death was never intended for human beings. We were never intended to have our relationships broken. Death is something that Satan has introduced to our world. He never intended the profession of undertakers, did God, and they'll be out of a job later. I remember reading this sentence in a book, and it hit me so forcibly. Every cemetery owes its existence to Satan. Well, now, this is his kingdom. What's he aiming at? What's he trying to do? The answer is he's trying to be God. He's trying to have a kingdom of his own. He's trying to be like God. And everybody he whispers to, he says, wouldn't you like to be like God? From the Garden of Eden onwards, wouldn't you like to be like God? Control yourself, have your own kingdom, the power and the glory for yourself. That's what he does. He got hold of Nebuchadnezzar, and Nebuchadnezzar, strutting around the hanging gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the world, said this, is not this great Babylon which I have built by my mighty power as a royal residence and for the glory of my majesty? Listen to it. Is not this my kingdom, my power, my glory? Babylon. A few months later, he was living like a beast, eating grass in the field, and his fingernails were like claws, and his hair was down here, and he'd lost his sanity. It's said in the book of Isaiah about the devil himself, you said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven above the stars of God. I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of the assembly in the far north. I will ascend the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High.
And that's what, you know what?
Anybody who talks like that, whether he's trying to build an empire in big business or whether he's being the big boss in his own family, every man who's saying, mine is the kingdom, is a man whom Satan has got.
Hold on.
One day, Satan said to Jesus, Jesus,
I have no control of this.
all the kingdoms of the world I'll give to you. He was offering him the post of Antichrist. One day a man will take that post from Satan and become the ruler of the world.
Pause.
Satan can give you the world. He can give you the power. He can give you the glory and the kingdom. All the kingdoms of the world belong to Satan, and Jesus didn't contradict that. He didn't say they're not yours to give. He said, Satan, I'm going to go on serving.
Is this Charlie Chapman talking?
So he became the
it won't let me pause.
God's kingdom.
This sounds like Charlie Chapman.
It does, according to the New Testament.
It will not let me pause. I had something to say, but I'm just going to let it play.
Wherever God's seed of the word is sown, Satan comes and he sows something else. He blinds the minds of unbelievers. Why is it that some of your unconverted friends and relatives won't listen to you? You talk to them. They need Christ. And you tell them this.
Giggles. This is Giggles' video. Giggles. Is this Charlie Chapman?
As a corpse. What's happened? The answer is Satan has blinded them.
It will not let me pause for nothing. I'm not going to try it.
He masquerades as an angel of light. He got hold of Judas and he nearly got hold of Peter. Out of 12 disciples, Satan got hold of Judas through his money. And Jesus said to Peter, Peter, Satan has wanted to have you, Peter. Of course he did. Peter was to be the first pastor of the church, and Satan wanted him badly. And Jesus said, I prayed for you that Satan should not have.
Nothing in the Bible says that Peter was going to be the first pastor of the church.
I'm going to hang on. And Jesus prayed against Satan. He hindered Paul in going to Thessalonica. He instigated the persecution and the martyrdom of Christians. No wonder the Lord's Prayer includes the phrase, deliver us from the evil one. Supposing you say to me, as you well could, I've never come across any evil spirits. I've never had any personal experience of the things you're talking about. I'm not glad or sorry for you. I really don't. You're going to find them one way or another, and there is a wrong way to find them and a right way. Let me describe first of all the wrong way according to the Bible. Here are some of the wrong ways. The most obvious way to get through is spiritism. Spirits could give you peace. They would lose you again. To keep you dangling on the end of
Do what?
messages that make you want more.
Oh, I thought I was muted.
Easily hooked. You can so easily be
Sorry.
by those beams down the line. Well, now, spiritism, is there anything in it? Yes, there is. I remember going to see a widow whose sister had taken her along to a seance. And she said to me, is there anything in it? And I said, there certainly is. And she said, what a relief. She said, I've asked one or two others and they've just laughed and said it's all fraud and chicanery. But she said, there's something in it. And I said, yes, there is. So then she said, it's all right for me to go then. I said, no, it's all wrong. If there was nothing in it, it would be all right to go. There is fraud, there is chicanery, there is telepathy, but there is reality too. Real reality. There are people in this congregation who could tell you that. You can get through, and you can get messages that tell you things that nobody else knows in the world about you and about your loved ones, because the spirits know. It is absolutely forbidden to God's people to dabble. Absolutely forbidden. Leviticus 19, Isaiah 8, and Micah 5 are enough to tell you that. Indeed, in the Old Testament, a Jew caught dabbling in that was sentenced to death. So seriously was it regarded. One of the favorite tricks of the devil's is to plant within the Church of Christ those who preach heresy. And he always plants the nicest possible people. Kindly, friendly, who have taken the glorious gospel of Christ and just twisted it here and there. We're told in the New Testament again and again
maybe,
to beware of tickling ears that just want to hear some new teaching, some new theology, some new doctrine, because the devils just love it. Well, then let me come to the right way to get through. We are supposed to get through to them, but in the right way, and I'll tell you how. As soon as your Christianity becomes supernatural, as soon as you break through into the heavenly places, you'll meet them. As soon as your religion gets above the chapel roof and gets into the heavenly places, you'll be aware of a tremendous battle. Your prayer life will become a battle. You'll become aware of evil forces fighting what you do. In other words, it's because we are so ordinary and so mundane and so down to earth, in a sense, in our faith, that we never get into the heavenly places where the battle is on. You can go to church without ever meeting an evil spirit.
I will have y'all know, it does not let me pause. It's not letting me do anything. So we're meant to watch this.
If you're going to get on your knees, that's where you'll meet them. Get into the prayer meeting, that's where you meet the power of evil. Get into the front line of the battle, it's up there. And therefore it may be that our experience of these things is limited, because we are not as near to God as we need to be. Or to put it simply, when the Holy Spirit is really operating in your life, the evil spirits will be operating against you.
Yep.
But when the Holy Spirits are not, the Holy Spirit is not operating, the evil spirits leave you alone. They've no need to bother. Why should they bother? But when we are living in the heavenly places, in the forefront of the battle, then we must expect to feel the presence of evil. When we do, there's only one simple thing to do, and it works. It is to say, in the name of Jesus, go. They have no choice. No choice at all. Confronted with the authority of our Lord Jesus Christ, no demon, no devil can say a thing or do a thing.
That's the absolute truth.
Absolutely. This will not let me, it won't let me click off. It won't let me pause. Oh, there we go. Now it's going to let me pause. I think that was crazy. During the whole thing, I was not able to pause. I was not able to do anything.
I think it's because it's over. You're able to pause.
Yeah, but I've been able to pause within everything else. I mean, within every other video.
No, And you know that reminded the whole thing. The reason I kept asking, and I don't know if Giggles is still here. I don't think she is, but I was asking her if that was a speech by Charlie Chapman because it reminded me
Hold on,
of the.
Shannon, hold on.
Never thought about the fact that
This is still going on in my background, and I have nothing up in my background. Nothing.
Somebody would walk in and
Why is
say,
that still
"We
going?
need you to on this job."
Like literally, I have no open
Adversity
tabs,
comes in all
no
forms.
screen sharing.
And when I think about it, I think about
What the hell?
how universal it is.
Hold on,
Let's make
I'll
it
get out of
where
here
you
just
live,
for a
where you
minute.
come from, what color.
Get
what
rid of
color.
him. There we go. Did I just click out? All right, good. All right, got rid of that. Whoa. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
All right, good. Go ahead. Finish saying what you're saying.
Well, the reason I was asking Giggles if that was a Charlie Chapman speech is because it reminded me of the greatest speech ever, which that's what it's called, the greatest speech ever by Charlie Chapman. And it's when Charlie Chapman is playing Hitler. Have you ever seen that?
Uh-uh.
And it's called the greatest speech ever. And he sits there and he's speaking to a group of people in Germany, and it's a movie about Hitler, and Charlie Chapman plays Hitler, and he delivers the greatest speech ever, and it literally is the greatest speech ever. And if you've never seen it, you should watch it, because if you watch it, it will be like that song you watched, okay?
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna watch it.
it just look up the greatest speech ever by Charlie Chapman, or the greatest speech ever by Hitler. It does either way.
Okay.
You'll find the same thing. If you want me, I can look it up real quick and post it to you. It's
If you
it's
feel
a,
like, go ahead. I know that Giggles just posted a link to David Paulson, and
and I have to tell you, this sucks really bad, because when I've got my phone on the charger, but when I am using, I'm on StreamYards, my battery on my phone does not charge. It just keeps going down. It's
Yeah.
it's plugged in. It's maintaining. It's trying to keep it up, but it just keeps gradually going down. But at least it's not like dying quick. But my phone's at 37. I do want to post that to you, because I'm really surprised you've never seen it. It's a black and white film.
You know what? If I have seen it, I probably looked over it and didn't recognize it or whatever, because I probably wouldn't have opposed to it back then. But please
Well, because it's Hitler. It's Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Hitler's words. It was a real speech that Hitler gave at the very beginning of his career, if you will say that.
Mm-hmm.
When he was young and trying to get people to break out of the control they were in. And it is a very powerful speech, and I think he believed it when he said it. I really do. But I think power gets to people and they change. But I do think that when he posted that, when he made that speech, he felt it, he meant it. And Charlie Chapman was hated after he did that deliverance of Hitler's speech,
I can imagine. Hell yeah.
because he did it in such a way to make Hitler look like a good guy.
Yeah. We all know
The movie was very controversial, and I'm totally going to go get that link for you. If I do, will you play it?
Yep, I will. And look what you're looking at now. This is audio, Skywatchers footage of the double rainbow.
He got the double rainbow too.
Yeah.
Do y'all live close together?
I have no idea. But look at that. I mean, how is it, Shanna, that we're all of a sudden seeing this fabulous double rainbow when it's always the opposite side of the portal, and it looks just like the portal? It is shaped and figured just like the portal, but it's always on the opposite side. How do we know that that's not just a reflection thereof?
I don't know that.
Maybe rainbows aren't like what we were taught, just like everything else isn't what we were taught. But
I'm posting it in the chat on YouTube.
All right, go ahead. But yeah, guys, this is audio. Hold on.
I don't know.
No, it's Charlie Chapman. Oh, it was. Oh, okay. Giggles said Shanna. That wasn't Charlie. It was David Pawson.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It reminded me of Charlie Chapman's speech of Hitler.
East.
Shannon, you're gonna see this soon, the double rainbow, and I can't wait for you too because the
Inshallah,
colors are
yeah,
so
I did.
vibrant. It is ridiculous. The
Oh,
camera, no
I've
joke.
I've seen a double rainbow a few times in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they as vibrant as that one?
Yes.
They've been around.
A double rainbow is. I think it's always that vibrant because if it's so vibrant that it shows another one. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what causes the second one. I don't know, and I find it interesting that it's dark between the two.
And look, this is Old Writer. I have permission from him too. YouTube. This video. Look how close he is to it.
Look at that dark line between them, though.
That's what he's clearly says in here, that it's like how distinctive it is. Watch.
Old Writer here. It's Friday, the 17th of July. I'm just about to knock off work. I come outside here and look at this rainbow. If, in fact, it is a rainbow. I don't know what the heck that is, but look at the size of it. When have you ever seen a rainbow look like that?
Actually, I think I have. I think I recorded it a couple of years ago, and I have a double rainbow on my channel from a couple of years ago.
I mean, we need to see that. How wide it is. What the heck? I don't know if you can see it real well, but wow, that doesn't. I've never seen a rainbow look like that. They say, the double rainbows. Well, I'm telling you, this right here looks like the edge of a planet to me. That looks like of it. I mean, you know.
They had to give the
yeah.
The hand wave. Look at that.
They say it's a rainbow.
That's a pretty predominant darkness too.
So
yeah.
It's so dark inside that. It's like, what's so odd is you got the light. That's the light showing something. And so it's weird that it's dark between the two. You know?
Here's the bottom.
Like that's a null and void. That's why I truly believe, because the opposite way of these double rainbows it goes from north to south. It never goes from east to west. These are always north to south. And
always.
So I think that them always being north to south, it might be a reflection or from whatever shape or form of the portal that the sun sits on, because that's how close it is now. Like the sun.
It's always north to south because the sun moves from east to west, and the sun is what causes rainbows.
There you go. And I think that this double rainbow is a reflection from the portal. And I believe that if you would look at this northernly, then you would see that this is it's a portal, guys. It's nothing more than a reflection thereof. This shit just gets creepier and creepier every day. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, oh my god.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. You can call me crazy, but that looks like the edge of a planet. This looks like its atmosphere.
That's because this man believes in planets.
So help me God. I swear to God, look at that. Look at the colors in this thing.
And see how that one cloud is encroaching upon it like yours did too?
Look how thick it is. It goes all the way up to there. Zoom back out. The colors are getting amazingly bright.
They do.
I don't know how well you can see it on this phone, but man, oh man. This is unbelievable. I'm telling you.
And you know there's only 3 colors in the color spectrum, right?
Blue, red, and yellow, right? Or green.
We've been having
blue, red, and yellow. You're right.
We had up in Edmonton, just north of me here.
And from those three colors, we get all the other colors.
Look how thick that is.
Because they blur together.
Yep.
The edge of it
Green and red make blue.
At the top, and the bottom is this. So
No, green and yellow make blue.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. Blue and yellow make green.
No, I forget too, girl.
Because it's blue, yellow, and red are the primary colors.
And who was to say that we have primary colors? I'm just saying.
I do think that that's true because I'm a painter, so I know how blending colors. When you put blue and yellow together, you get green. When you put blue and red together, you get purple. When you put yellow and red together, you get orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I get it.
Are you gonna play that video I posted?
Oh, which one? I can't add it to the list. Let me go up here and get it. Let me go and find it. I'm looking.
Just because they were really reminding me of Big Giggle's video. And she just posted a link. She said she got a lithium rainbow.
A lithium rainbow?
Yeah, after you gotta play this and then play Giggle's video because that's crazy.
Okay. I see that one, but where? Okay, yours is right here. Okay, hold on. I'm getting it.
It's like I think it's 4 minutes maybe.
It's okay. I don't care how long it is. This is one night.
It's not that long.
This is one night where I really don't care.
And girl, I'm staying up like way later than I would normally be asleep 2 hours ago.
I know, because you love me.
I do.
All right, this is Shanna Honey's depiction of what she thought was relevant to the video we just saw. Best version of the great dictator speech, Charlie Chaplin. Plus Time Hans Zimmer. I don't know who that is. All right, let's get it. Oh, I remember. Man, that mustache is like so. Is that Hitler or Charlie?
It's supposed to be he's Charlie Chaplin, but he's playing Hitler in this movie.
Looks so much like him. God, that's uncanny. Do you know all of Hitler's army or his boys? They were all on methamphetamines. All of them. He had been feeding them methamphetamines for a very long time. No wonder they were so, rambunctious and hyperactive like they were.
And they were the first to introduce also fluoridating people.
And Giggles said he was a Mason. Damn. I got you, Giggles. I'll play yours next.
This is so powerful to me.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone. The good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls.
Fucking liar.
Has barricaded the world with hate.
Sorry.
Has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to feel bad for Hitler right
now? No. Just listen to the speech.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I want you to understand, this was a speech that Hitler did give.
Mm-hmm.
This was a speech that he gave when he was very young, when he was trying to recruit people. And maybe it's just manipulative. I don't know. But in my opinion, I was moved by it because I thought it was a beautiful speech. This is a beautiful speech.
He was a real person at one time. Maybe this is before Satan got a hold of him.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at.
All right. Thanks for clarifying it.
More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together.
The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men.
Nature of these
Cries out for
inventions?
universal brotherhood and the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men.
Gecko's got a double rainbow too.
Victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. For those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts.
How crazy is it that he is talking about machines?
You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of the book it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
I don't know, Shanna. I feel some type of way about that.
Oh, I know, girl. I know. I do too. I think I don't know how to take it. Giggle said deceivers,
I mean,
and
yeah, because was he
because
ever really like that? If he was like that, Hitler, then what happened? Did he switch overnight?
well, when a man gets power, they become greedy and wicked, you know. And maybe he originally started off to be trying to do something, and he got power, and maybe he got greedy. I don't know, but democracy. He used democracy a couple of times in that whole speech, and I want to tell you, democracy is not a good thing.
Yeah, I get that. But how can such a man with such words that come out of his mouth, want to save the world and save mankind, turn into such a fucking beast?
Or did he? Did he turn into such a beast? Or is that just what history tells us because that's what they want us to think?
Or was he a beast in the beginning and they put that video and put him up to acting like he wasn't?
Girl, I don't know, because I know that the Jewish people think we are all goyams. They think that. Have you ever read any of the Talmud?
Nope.
Well, you should go look up some of the Talmud and read some of that.
Yeah.
Because they think that if you're not a Jewish, you're a goyim, which is a piece of dirt that means nothing. And if you have something they want, they are more than free to knock you down, kill you, and take what you got because they want it.
This is why we have to be strong in the spirit. We have to stay strong in the spirit. If we don't, then we will fall susceptible to exactly what he fell to. This is a Citizen of Gotham, COG, lies, lies, lies. I found this very relevant to what's going on today. And Shanna, I know you got to tune out. If you do, just I love you so much. Thank you for co-hosting again.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I haven't been dropping links like I usually
Oh no,
do.
don't worry about that. It's okay. Everybody will be fine. But this is very significant. I love COG, Citizen of Gotham. Let's get it, Shanae.
Thank you for playing that video, and let's
You're
get
very
it.
welcome. No, thank you for enlightening me on some things that see, I got more studies now.
Chair now
COG.
recognizes for 5 minutes Mr. Jordan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dr. Fauci, do protests increase the spread of the virus?
Do protests?
Look, there's like nobody there.
Yeah, but what? Listen how. Yeah, oh, I don't want to give it away. Just watch what happens. This is another one I've already watched. Just, woo!
I cannot stand that man right there.
No, well, here you're gonna like him. I believe. Watch.
Statement.
Well, 500,000 protesters on June 6th alone.
Yeah.
I'm just asking that number of people.
Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan there is the culprit here. Watch.
Crowding together, particularly when you're not.
Oh yeah, I love Mr. Jordan.
You love him?
Oh, he gets Fauci. He calls him out as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but look what he does here. Just maybe I'm getting it backwards. Let's watch.
The spread.
And notice how the lady in the background has on a mask and he does not. Understand?
Should we limit the protesting?
I'm not sure what you mean. How do we say limit the protest?
Bullshit. All of it.
Should the government limit the protesting?
I don't think that's relevant to.
Well, you just said if it increases the spread of the virus, I'm just asking, should we limit it?
Well, I'm not in a position to determine what the government can do in a forceful way.
Well, you make all kinds of recommendations. You,
No.
you make comments on dating, on baseball, and everything you can imagine. I'm just asking you. Just said that protests increase the spread. I'm just asking you, should we try to limit the protest?
No, I think I would leave that to people who have more of a position to do that. I can tell you.
Government stopping people from going to church, Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Last week in the Calvary Chapel case, 5 liberals on the Supreme Court said it was okay for Nevada to limit church services. Justice Gorsuch said it best. He said, "There's no world in which the Constitution permits Nevada to favor Caesar's Palace over Calvary Chapel." I'm just asking, is there a world where the Constitution says?
Yeah, I like this Jordan guy because he's like
protesting over another.
What's your prediction for the
Wait a minute, shit. I'm pushing down buttons.
prediction? What's your prediction for the fight? Prediction? Yes, prediction.
Here I go.
The chair now recognizes for
Hold
5
on.
minutes.
I found it just the opposite, Shanna.
Said it was okay.
no. Okay, listen, Jordan. This representative Jordan. He's like, listen, Dr. Fauci, you are telling me that it's okay for all these people to go out and protest against, the police and whatever, and be in the streets, protesting the police, but it's not okay for people to meet in churches? He's calling him out. He's saying, because he's the one that recommended churches should not be congregating because we don't need people congregating together. But he's asking him, why aren't you saying people shouldn't go be out in the street protesting? Because what's the difference? They're out in the streets mingling together. What's the difference?
I'm looking at it backwards, I guess, because I thought that this was the bad guy, Mr. Jordan.
No, he's the good guy. He's calling Fauci out, saying, listen, why aren't you saying stop? Okay, he may be the bad guy, but he's making a good point because he's saying, why are y'all, he's saying, why aren't y'all calling out the protests? Because those people are congregating, but you're making laws and stuff to say that people can't go to church.
Oh.
So he's just basically trying to make he's calling him out on saying, why are you making laws against people not being able to go to church, but you're allowing these people to be in the streets protesting? They're still close proximity together. They're not wearing masks, most of them. And so, he's just basically saying it's the double standard. Like, it's just like, when a parent says, well, I'm going to let my son date at 13, but I'm not going to let my daughter date till she's 16.
Yeah, they're just playing both sides, period.
Yeah. So he may not be a good guy necessarily, but he's questioning the fact that Dr. Fauci is not saying anything against the protest.
Right,
When
I get it. All right, let's finish. Watch.
For Nevada to limit church services. Governor, Justice Gorsuch said it best. He said, "There's no world in which the Constitution permits Nevada to favor Caesar's Palace over Calvary Chapel." I'm just asking, is there a world where the Constitution says you can favor one First Amendment liberty, protesting, over another, practicing your faith?
I'm not favoring anybody over anybody. I'm just making a statement that's a broad statement that avoid crowds of any type, no matter where you are, because that leads to the acquisition and transmission. And I don't judge one crowd versus another crowd. When you're in a crowd, particularly if you're not wearing a mask, that induces the spread.
It's a simple question, Doctor. Should we limit the protest? Government is obviously limiting people going to church. And look, there's been no violence that I
he's only making this. This is my personal belief, is that this guy is only making this. He's making this line between the two to show that they're saying, oh, you can go ahead and protest, be out on the street and doing all this crap, but you can't go to church. Because Dr. Fauci said no, he wanted the churches closed, but it's okay for everybody to be out in the street protesting, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what, the only reason I'm saying I think this guy is the good guy is because he seems to be trying to say people should still be able to get together and worship. He's like, you're telling everybody they can't get together and worship, yet you're saying it's okay for them to get in the streets and protest.
Right, I get it. All right.
They're burning buildings, but we know that. For 63 days, 9 weeks, it's been happening in Portland.
I'll be right back, Shannon.
One night in Chicago, 49 officers were injured, but no limit to protest. But boy, you can't go to church on Sunday.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
I don't know how many times I can answer that. I'm not going to opine on limiting anything. I'm just going to tell you.
You go opine on a lot of things, Dr. Fauci.
Yeah, but I've never.
This is something that directly impacts the spread of the virus, and I'm asking your position on the protests.
Yeah, I'm not going to opine on limiting anything. I'm telling you what it is, the danger, and you can make your own conclusion about that. You should stay away from crowds. No matter where the crowds are.
Government has stopped people from going to work. In fact, just in New Jersey 4 days ago, Ian Smith, Frank Trombetta were arrested for trying to operate their business, their gym. They were arrested. But my bet is if these two individuals own this gym were outside just in front of their gym, and all the people who were working out in their gym were outside protesting, they'd been just fine. But because they were in the gym working out, actually running their business, they got arrested. You think that's okay?
I'm not going to opine on who gets arrested and who does not. You get where I'm going. I'm telling you, as a public health official, I say crap.
Dr. Fauci should be arrested for murdering millions of people with his AIDS
protest millions on one day in crowds yelling, screaming, but you try to run your business, you get arrested. And if you stood right outside of that same business and protested, you wouldn't get arrested. You don't see an inconsistency there?
I don't understand what you're asking me as a public health official to opine on who should get arrested or not. That's not my position. You could ask.
You've advocated for certain businesses. You've advocated for certain businesses to be shut down. I'm just asking you on your position on the protest. I haven't seen one. We've heard a lot about hair salons. I haven't seen one hairstylist who, between haircuts, goes out and attacks police or sets something on fire. But we've seen all kinds of that stuff during protests, and we know the protests actually increase the spread of the virus. You've said that.
I said crowds. I didn't say specifically. I didn't say protest do anything.
So the protests don't increase the spread of the virus?
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, I just want an answer to the question. Do the protests increase the spread of the virus?
I don't have any scientific evidence on anything. I can tell you that crowds are known, particularly when you don't have a mask, to increase the acquisition and transmission. no matter
So
what.
you don't have a position on whether the protests increase the spread of the virus or don't increase the spread of the virus.
I'm saying that crowds, wherever the crowds are, can give you an increased probability that there's going to be acquisition and transmission.
But do you understand Americans' concern? Protesting, particularly according to the Democrats, is just fine, but you can't go to work, you can't go to school, you can't go to church. There's limits placed on all three of those fundamental activities, First Amendment activities, but protesting is just fine.
You know, the gentleman's time has expired, but I'll just ask the gentleman to just think about his question and put it in reference to crowds that gather.
My understanding from listening to you just a few minutes ago, we have eliminated no safety steps in the vaccine approval process, correct?
That is correct.
Correct.
That is correct.
Again, just to be clear, so the folks that are watching this are hearing this clearly, concisely, and truthfully from you. The FDA is not compromising safety standards in order to speed up vaccine process approval, correct?
Well, I would say it a different way.
Okay.
Lies, lies, lies.
Yeah, I get it now.
With the companies.
You get it? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on a science
That guy was pointing out
elimination,
his double standard of not, if you're going to say this, you can't say that, you know, and yeah.
And this is what happens when
And
I choose not to watch all of the videos before I stream. I should have watched this one.
and I want to tell you, the fact is because this is what happened, China. They blew the virus thing up. They played that for a while, and people got kind of tired of it. And then they did the whole George Floyd thing, and then the BML thing blew up. So oh my gosh, I don't know, what has it been, 2 or 3 months since that happened? 2 months maybe, and apparently the virus can't be spread anymore because all these people are protesting. They're all together and nobody's getting the virus, you know. And okay, apparently if you're protesting, you're apparently not prone to catch the virus if you're protesting. And then blah blah blah, that starts coming to a close. Everybody gets tired of the BML movement, and now we're having the second wave of the virus. Okay, you understand? That is why that guy in Congress was saying what he was saying. He's like, something's not right here. He's trying to call Dr. Fauci out on his shit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it now. And that's what happens when I don't watch video, you know, because what I do is I watch, you know, to add to my playlist, you guys, I just don't watch them because I want to be just as surprised. And I'm very surprised with this one. I get it, though. I so get it.
He's calling him out right there. And he looked like a dumbass because he couldn't answer that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't answer him. He just, he danced around the answer and never answered him.
It reminded me of getting on to my kids when they were smaller. Use that,
and they would just dance around the answer.
Yeah. Can't give me a direct answer, can you? No, because you know you.
No, exactly, and that's what he's doing.
Yep, that's what he did. Pretty much. I bet he felt like shit when he went home. Like, damn, that didn't go too damn well. Dummy.
He is he is an imbecile.
Hey, Alex, welcome. And you would be here. Go ahead.
And our country is trusting this man to advise what we should be doing, and he can't even answer a simple question like, is the protest going to be spreading the virus? That was a simple question, and the answer is, if what they say is true, yes, it will spread the virus, but he couldn't answer it.
But we already know about social distancing. We already know why we're 6 feet apart.
Yeah, that all has to do with just facial recognition.
Yep, every bit of it. Yep.
None of this has to do with being sick, you guys. This is all this is all about
them putting the process that they have into order, period.
Just for facial recognition and control. It's control. It's learning. It's being able to learn about your patterns and what you do. It has nothing to do with any kind of virus. It's all that's all the cover. That's bullshit.
And you know what it is? Like when young people say, like your fingerprints and your face recognition, like, well, because I want to be like, don't use that app. Back in the day, I'm like, don't use that app. They're going to get your face. They already had our face at birth. The day they gave us our SSN, our social security number, they had us at hello, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's no sense in hiding anymore. I know that Giggles, you were talking about getting rid of all your smart devices, but you're already in it. You're already in the data.
Yeah, there's no point in getting rid of it because they're already tracking you. If you get rid of your phone, they'll just have a drone hovering over you.
Yep, at all times. And I'm surprised that, and even when we were younger, 50 years ago, who said that they didn't put the chip in us then in order to, find us and
yeah, when they gave us any of those vaccines we got. We could have, we don't know what they put in us.
Mm-mm. So don't hide. Giggles.
And howdy, Alex Hunter. Good to see you.
I know. But what I'm going to do is go, I didn't know it was like 3 a.m. It's like.
Yeah, it's late, girl.
2:30, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and enter. Don't forget Smart Dust, China. I know. And I need to do more. It's okay. I have both of you guys here. Is Smart Dust and what are the things I'm looking for? The micro thingies. Are they the same?
Nanotechnology.
Yes, is nanotechnology.
Yes. It's the same thing as Smart Dust. Pretty much. They're the same shit.
Okay. Because I get a little confused on that one.
In my opinion, I would say they're the same thing. Smart Dust and nanotechnology, same thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
like, whoa,
they just use them in 2 different ways, but it's the same
two different
thing.
things, and that's like 2 different whole researches I have to do. But
it's the same thing. You can research them in both ways, but they're used in different ways. Like, because one would be nanotechnology is in the air and Smart Dust is in the air, but they can also inject you with it as well.
Yeah, and that's what makes us bots.
But you're breathing it. We've been breathing it anyway. So it's already in us.
And here people are waiting for these androids to come out and be like all about like AI, the movie with Will Smith. They're waiting on that, and they have no idea that we are them. I'm just saying, like, between our food, our water, and everything else that they've been feeding us, like turning us into bots. Basically.
Exactly. Yeah, it's in everything that we consume. And people are like, well, I'm going to do organic. No, that doesn't matter, you guys, because, okay, it's good to do organic in a way because at least it's not already genetically modified because of, like, Monsanto, but it's still getting the same air, which is the air that's been chemtrail with the nanoparticulates, and everything is screwed up, everything. And that's why I tell everybody, pray over everything you put in your body. Say, please, God, bless this to my body to nourish it and give me strength to
Don't you feel
carry
like
on.
Fishbowl? I feel like a fish in a fishbowl. They control
We are.
everything.
We are in a fishbowl. That is exactly what we are, China.
It's so sad.
And that is why I say, literally, do pray. Pray over everything that you take into your body to bless your body. I don't care what it is. If you want to drink a beer, ask God, bless this beer to nourish my body. I do. I really do. I ask God to bless everything I take into my body and to not poison me, because I know what is in my shit. And I know there's nothing that's not contaminated.
And now they make it in certain states where you can't even grow your own garden. Like, literally, they will fine you.
Yeah, but the thing is even if you grow your own garden, it's contaminated too.
Yeah, because of the soil.
Because everything that's up there lands down somewhere, And so there's nothing that's not contaminated. So you really just have to pray. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, Shannahoney sounds like Pony. Don't feel bad in the morning when you wake up. Don't think of me for keeping you up.
When I feel bad in the morning, I'm gonna be like, damn it, China.
Damn, China, you got me again. But I love you and I respect you. And thank you, Alex, for just checking in. I appreciate that. He said frequency, a liquid, any liquid, Shanna, frequencies. Please take,
I don't know what you mean by any liquid.
please don't take the vaccine by any means, people. Yeah, don't do that. And I feel so bad. Even Martika, my 30-year-old, she's like, well, Mom, if you wouldn't have got me the shots. I'm like, Martika, do you understand that if I didn't get you shots, you wouldn't have been able to go to school? And if you didn't go to school, then I get reprimanded. I got in trouble for not being in school. Truancy was a big deal back in her day. Now she's 30 and she wants to blame me for getting her shots. And I had no choice. It was
I know. I did the same thing to my son. I didn't know better,
No, me neither.
I didn't know better. But now we do.
If you don't get their shots to this day, you as a parent still gets in trouble. You will have to have the repercussions or going to jail time. Why am I going to go to jail because I didn't want my kid to get a shot? It's just insane, crazy. And then even if you homeschool them, they still have to have their shots.
I want to say that Alex Hunter is absolutely correct. Everything is frequency.
Yep.
Everything is a frequency.
You can't wrap that around people's head, though, Alex. It is so hard. If we could find just a little a demeanor or something in order to branch this out and let everybody know that about frequencies. I used to get made fun of when I first started awakening, when I first started to be relevant to my surroundings and what was really going on. My kids were like, Mom, if you say frequency one more time, I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, what do you mean by frequency? I didn't have the ability to explain it then. I still don't, really. Other than, you know what? When somebody walks into a room and I don't even know who you are, I can clearly see your aura. I can see the abundance growing around you. That's negativity. It's nothing you can control. I just remove myself from the situation. That's frequencies to me. Like I can see you. I already know what you're up to. I don't know. That's what I was saying back in the day. But my kids were like, oh, Mom, if you say frequency one more time.
Well, and frequency for me is all about 3, 6, and 9. You know me.
3,
I always go back in 3, 6, and 9 and 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. There is like
put a circle in a square.
Circle in the square, circle in the square. And I don't feel that is like a wicked thing. A lot of people do. They think that that's kind of like some kind of like witchcraft and Jamaat, weird stuff. It is weird stuff, but I think it is. I do think there's something there, and I think if we could, I don't know. That's a whole different discussion, girl.
One question before I go, Shannon. What is your take on the Anunnakis?
I don't really have one. Because
are you into the Book of Enoch? Have you even read the Book of Enoch yet?
I've listened to it, and
will you do me a favor? I do favors all the time. I've always looked up everything you said, and I've agreed to disagree, and I've agreed to even change my way of thinking because of what you said. Whenever you have free time, would you please listen to the Book of Enoch? Start from the beginning. There's many different books, and some of them I don't believe in, but there
is the one, right? The first one.
Yeah, that's I feel wherever he was with God, and the angels took him through all the gates and introduced him to the angels, and the angels told him what the stars were, the portals that the sun and the moon come in, not portals, I'm sorry, the gates that the sun and the moons come in and out of. That I think is significant for you.
I do too. I do believe the sun and moon move in and out of gates.
Yes,
I think that would explain a lot on the flat Earth.
Exactly, and it clearly clearly depicts that we are stationary. And I think that's another, people get misconstrued. They want to argue about the shape of the earth. All that shape shit is irrelevant. As long as one can recognize that we are stationary, that we don't move.
We don't move. We do
don't
not
move.
move. Listen, when you get on an elevator and you go up, you feel that shit. You don't feel, and that's moving slow. And if you're, okay, actually, when you're on the elevator and you go up, you do feel it. I'm sorry, but when we're on an Earth spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and you don't feel it, and that Earth itself is moving at like 1,000,000 miles an hour through the universe.
And not to mention
while it's spinning.
We have planes landing, taking off on a spinning globe.
And I'm saying these things. I don't believe any of this. I'm just saying that's what we're told, and that don't make no sense. It don't register with my body whatsoever.
And how our astrology up there, the stars never change. We always have the same set of stars.
They should be totally random every night. What we're told is our actual cosmology, they should be random every night. Mm-hmm. It should never be the same, ever.
Dipper, the little dipper. We shouldn't have that. We should have seen them once and carried on through infinite space.
Yeah. It ain't happening. It's not happening. What we're told is a lie.
We are stationary people, and the Book of Enoch clearly tells you that. Especially when he took Enoch up on the top of the mountains, and he was like, "Look at all four corners."
4 corners do not exist on a ball either.
Just doesn't. It does. And in the explanation of the creation of Earth, you never hear Yahweh say anything about, and I am going to make it spin and it's going to tilt. I want it to spin on a certain. No,
yeah, if that's how it was built, he would have spoke about that, and he didn't.
Yep. And just like he said in Genesis, let there be light. There was light before the sun. Before the sun was created, there was light.
That was one of my clinchers, girl. I've told you that before.
Yeah, you got me on that one, Shanna. Like, whoa, I didn't even know that. I didn't realize it, should I say.
Let there be light, and the sun wasn't created for days.
The same. So,
and there were plants. Plants were even created before the sun. So the whole idea of photosynthesis is also kind of weird too, because the plants don't depend on the sun. They depend on the light that exists. Because I think there is light during the day that isn't even from the sun. I think there's light in the daytime that doesn't even come from the sun. It's God light. It's like the light from God that gives life to the plants.
Like filming lately, when the sun goes down, I got a whole different area over that's lit up, and maybe it's God's ascension. Maybe that the signs are in the heavens are not just what we're seeing. You got to feel it. Like
it might just be the light of God. You know
what? Supposedly Lucifer has everything to do with the light. Isn't it the light barrier?
But in the beginning, God said, "Let there be light."
Yeah.
And I think that light was Jesus. I don't think it was Lucifer, because I know Lucifer is the light bearer. But when God said, "Let there be light," I think that was the light of the world, because it says Jesus is the light of the world as well.
But look, Lucifer, he's got a lot of responsibility.
And Lucifer is the great deceiver, girl. He's also considered the light. So you can have the light of Jesus or the light of Lucifer. But Lucifer's light is darkness and death and destruction. And Jesus's light is life and beauty.
But doesn't it make us all ask the question? And this is what I've been thinking. I'm waiting on somebody to answer it for me. Not that I don't believe in Jesus. Don't get misconstrued, Shanna. Why would Yahweh create such a being that he knew was going to deceive him?
I think it was the grand plan. I think he needed it to, because God knows everything. He knew when he created him that it would happen, So, and it says from the foundations of the world, the Lamb was slain. So Jesus was already planned on, the whole plan was already laid out from the foundations of the world. God laid out a plan. Okay. Imagine if you could imagine seeing everything happening and you knew what was going to happen. So he just laid everything out to put the plan into place to take care of everything because he knew, okay, he's like, I'm going to make this. And then he saw what was going to happen. And then he was like, okay, well, I'll fix that. I'll do this and that will fix this. And, it's just like he just laid it out. And he gave a solution to it the whole way. In my opinion, that's what happened. The solutions were just laid out.
Solutions were laid out. But what about I don't know. I'm still indecisive about why would Yahweh.
I mean, he could have easily said, okay. I'm going to stop right here because maybe I should not create that dude. He could have done that, but he didn't, apparently. And we don't know why. And I'm not going to get into the theology of that, of why he didn't just stop and say, okay, I'm not going to do that guy. I'm not going to make that guy, because he did. And, maybe it was because of the process of us trying to withstand and fight against the devil, to process our souls, to, purify ourselves, to fight against that. And if we could fight against that and process that to come to him, it made us
worthy.
a purer thing and worthy. Yes. Yeah. So maybe he knows better. I'm not going to go against that and try to say, well, why would he do that? Because I don't know the reason why, but there's a reason. And I don't know necessarily why, but there is a reason why he let it work this way. And I think it may be a reason for us to prove ourselves.
It's all in the teaching. Yeah, I get it.
Because we are refined in the fire like gold, And so
I don't know, but I'm learning. I'm learning as I go along. And I think I think it's very important that us on YouTube, we encourage people to ask questions. Because, and I ask questions. Ask Shanna. I have no problem. I think a lot of people fall on their faults. Like, they're scared to ask questions because they're going to feel stupid or they're going to feel some type of way. Man, let me tell you about that feeling. That feeling is rejuvenating. Shanna, you just got all robotic on me.
And girl, I have no problems asking questions.
Me neither. No matter how.
I have no problems.
Doesn't matter. Questions is what gets us liberty. The only way you're going to be able to, be who you are is to get the questions answered. You have to do that by way of asking. You sound like a robot.
I sound like a robot?
Something's going on. It's like static cleaning. I don't know.
That is weird. I have been good all night. What the?
Can you not hear that? Can you guys?
No, you sound fine to me.
No, I do, but it's not even when you talk. It's before you talk. It's like a static. It's like.
Well, I need to go anyway.
Yeah, the circle around your face moves when it does.
Well, I need to go anyway. Hey, let me say adieu. I love all of you.
I love all you too. I'm getting ready to go too. I didn't play this, but I will put it up there whenever this uploads.
Is it still staticky now that you can see me?
A little bit, yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah. It's probably telling you it's time to get off.
It's time to go to bed, sister.
Absolutely. I love you, Shanae.
I love you too. I love you guys.
This was great. She's enlightened.
Good night.
Anunnaki did to her. What now? What? Hold on. She's intelligent and very angry at what the Okay, who are we talking about? There's no conversation. I don't know, but I'm gonna.
Oh, my battery's dead. Girl,
Yeah.
my phone's fixing. That's what it is. My phone's fixing to die.
Yep, and I'm feeling it.
Yep. It's at 5%. It just gave me an alarm. It's like, hey, your phone's dead. So I gotta go. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. I'm very curious about what Alex said though. She's very angry with Anunnaki did to her. We need to talk more about that in my next show, or you can email me, Alex, at Carpenter Tammy, CARPNTERTMIE at gmail.com.